back like we never left. You know, we step on cracks and breaking mama's back. So you know how we do. Yo, DJ Red Flags, Ziggy
He
the
is
Beast,
straight up
the attention
DJ
getter,
right there.
the attention getter. Yo, we are here. Yo, what a incredible show we watch. 5 hours. 5 hours
A good
of,
of a good show.
of a great show. Coming off
Yes.
the heels off of a emotional week. To
Yeah.
have something so powerful, and we'll get to the show, the matches during after this. But first of all, I'm gonna let everybody get in. You know, grab your drinks, grab your popcorn. You know, our other castmate. I mean, he had to cool down a little bit because his heart was heavy. His heart was heavy, and we had to do an altar call, and I had to sit there and talk to him. You
Doctor
know,
Dr. T.O. You know,
Dr.
took
Red
over.
Flags. Dr. Red
Yes.
Flags. He had to come to my
Dr.
show.
Red Flags.
And those who are questioning, yes, I do have on my Booker T cap on.
We just
Booker
named
T
that hat,
cap.
by the way. We just
The
named
Booker
that,
T.
by the way.
The Booker T. Got my
The
Booker
Booker
T
T.
cap on.
The Booker T.
The Booker T. But
Guys,
yeah,
guys,
y'all.
don't origin story, but don't worry.
Yeah, it has its own, origin. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Backwoods of Kentucky. Have you ever
Damn.
seen the movie? Have you ever seen or read the book or the movie where the red fern grows?
No.
No?
Hey, what's up, Brenda?
Tough crowd.
Hey.
Tough crowd. Well, basically, it's about this boy, right? He wants some coon hunting dogs. So he got himself, so he saved up some money, got some coon hunting dogs, and he ended up being the best coon hunter on this side of Mississippi. So, so now I
Disclaimer.
got my Booker T cap on, you got the tail.
This is the
Still
first time
smoke.
Hill has a disclaimer on. We are not,
I'm
we are
just
not
saying,
talking about that.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, Dylan? He said 5-star pay-per-view. That's what's up. Ty or TY, what's good?
I say 4 3/4.
I say nothing. I leave the star rating to Melsa. I do 2 thumbs up though. 2 thumbs up for me. Great show.
Welcome.
See, Brenda
Definitely
remembers that book.
come in.
Brenda.
Definitely thank you everybody that's coming in on the pre-show. Make sure y'all checking us out on YouTube. Hit that like button and
Go to
share
YouTube,
with
y'all.
everyone.
Please go to YouTube. Help us get our numbers up. But Brenda, remember that it was Little Dan and Little Ann, the dog's names. That book made me cry. Book made me
dog
cry.
name.
Y'all need to check out the book where the red fern grows. Yes,
Where the red from grows. Lord
where the
have
red
got,
fern grows. Mm-hmm.
We got 7 minutes on the timer. So
Yeah.
definitely
Tell your
appreciate
friends. Share this.
Yeah,
Tell your friends, but
share
tell
it.
them
Hey,
and tag Jeff Jarrett in this too, please.
Dane said 9.9 out of 10.
9.9 out of 10.
All in was 9.9.
Wait, what made you take off the 0.1?
The lack of Jeff Jarrett being on the show.
So if you give it that close to a 10, like what made you give it the minus 0.1?
The women's match. Say it. I say it for you. The women's match. I say it for you.
What?
Women-
Why you shaking your head for?
I just caught your Judge Jarrett comment when I came back in.
What are you talking about?
It meant to be. You caught it before you came back in. You and Jeff Jarrett are meant to be together.
Why are you attacking me like you're attacking Jeff Jarrett? What did I ever do to you but be your brother? I try to be there for you.
Look, we're not gonna do this again, okay? All right.
Hey, bro. Come on, bring it in. Come on.
I was watching the pay-per-view but fell asleep because of the church nap.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, wait, time out. Did you go to 9 o'clock service or the 10 o'clock service?
Mm-hmm. It was an early.
No. It's 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock, right? Is 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock?
I just had
Yeah,
one
it's
church,
8
one
o'clock
service for Sunday.
and
That
then
was
it's 10
it.
o'clock service. Which one did you go to?
Hey,
She probably went to that. She went with the 8 o'clock service.
What's up?
He answered your question.
11.
All right,
30.
let's see. Daniel said because calling it a perfect show triggers the non-intelligent wrestling fans, aka WWE Elitist Shields. Okay.
Wow. Well, don't you sound like
Hey,
one?
So you should just make it a 10 out of 10 then.
Make it a 10 out of 10.
Exactly.
You
Stay
your own
true to
person.
yourself. Stay true
Stay
to
true to
yourself.
yourself. Yeah, man.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
11:30 church service.
You wasn't scared in the streets.
Don't be scared. You in a safe space here.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it was just a distinct minus 0.01. So I was just kind of like wondering what.
Yeah, don't be scared. You're gonna get yours.
Don't be scared here. Don't be scared.
You scared? Go to church. 11 o'clock, 11:30 service with Brenda.
11:30 service.
I'm
You might change that. You might change that to 8 o'clock. This NFL season coming up now. You don't want to miss no games.
Man, I mean, I always.
Hey, everybody, how you doing?
You know what? I'm gonna keep that thought to myself because I ain't trying to get us. Yep. I'm gonna say that some higher beings just that's not like football season. Some higher beings just had a fish frowned upon football season. If you live on the West Coast, think about it. What time does football start?
I got you.
And what time does service normally start?
I got you. I already had you. I already had you. I got you.
You know that I know that we know that they know. I'm just saying. Where's Chris? Chris is in catering right now, enjoying some muffins and some hot wings. He'll be with us shortly.
He's at the media scrum right now, just in case shit start popping off. You know, some shit started popping off. He goes.
Chris is right now is doing security for Jack Perry. So you know what I mean. So he'll be here shortly.
Waiting for him at the car. You know, that car
You're picking up glass.
That car got real glass.
Real glass.
What's good, Mike Quan? What's good, everybody coming in? Once again, I see we have some people over on Facebook, which is cool. We appreciate it. However, we are like a little bit over halfway to partnership on YouTube. So if y'all don't mind, definitely make sure y'all subscribe to us over on YouTube and make sure you hit that like button over on YouTube. And then also go through our catalog of old stuff that we got on there, old prediction shows, old different shows like that, and help us get those watch hours up because that's part of it as well. And which y'all already doing because our watch hours are up like by a good margin from last month. So everything that y'all are doing is being noticed.
Tell them about Spotify.
Oh yeah, and the Spotify and all that. We got Spotify, Apple podcasts, we got iHeartRadio, we got a bunch of other different. Any way you feel like you want to look up a podcast or a show, just type our name in. 9 times out of 10, we're gonna pop up on that. So we appreciate it.
I tell you right now,
Brenda,
don't do that shit
Brenda,
no more. I thought the children Cone was on here for a minute.
Brenda, you and the rest of the world were really upset about not having that, but I am that 1% that was happy that didn't happen because it gives us another story. It gives us something more to enjoy with these two. Not only with no heel turn, because now they have to be tag team partners. How many times?
Yeah.
How many times have you seen individuals that are tag champions that didn't like each other or had a match like that and end up turning each other, and then the tag team dynamics was rocky? There's something big going on right there, and let's enjoy it. It's something different. It's definitely a curveball that everybody did not see happen. I did not see that happening.
I like the irony of it because remember when they went against FTR, Cole was the one like waiting on. He's like, all right, go ahead and do it. But this time tonight, it was MJF the one was like, all right, you want to go ahead? He got down on his knees. He's like, go ahead, take your shot. So I love the storytelling that's coming out of it. I agree with you, T.O. I also love the ending because it not only because it continues the story, but it threw everybody off. I love an ending that throws everybody off. I love an ending that's not predictable. So I'm a fan of the ending of the match and everything.
And just to get back on Brenda, she said she wanted her heel MJF back. He never left. That dude is just entertaining as hell.
He just likes Adam Cole. He's still there. He just likes Adam Cole.
Yes.
He's still there. He's still a scumbag. You know, he's still a piece of shit. So he's still there.
Remember what he said?
He's
Hell,
like,
during the
He's
scrum, he was
our
a piece of
scumbag.
shit.
he's like all-star. It's like we know that like, we don't like you, but we love you.
You gonna have this man come out of nowhere. You know he gonna come. He gonna come. He gonna
I
come
wonder
out
how he
there.
feel. I wonder how he feel about his boy getting into
Keep on.
scraps with CM Punk. I can't wait to hear his take on that.
I'm telling you right. When I put that shit in our group chat about what happened to him, he was the only person that responded, gave it a mean look. I was like, hey, I'll just pass the message to you, brother. I ain't mean no. I ain't tell you to fucking go son CM Punk. He did that shit, not me. You know.
How much time we got left, Ziggy?
We got 60 seconds left until showtime.
Let's go. Everybody get your popcorn. It's gonna be a screamer.
It's gonna be entertaining too, man. I'm just happy for the success of the show. I'm happy for it. I'm happy that they were able to prove a lot of people wrong. I think we were probably one of the few podcasts that, like, when this show was first announced, I think we're one of the few podcasts that was like they're gonna have that many people there. They're gonna have tens of thousands of people, and they overachieved. And I'm just happy for the success for them.
And
And
we're happy
wrestling
that
fans,
Jeff Jarrett was there too.
nope, I'm not saying that, but I will say I'm happy for the success of AEW.
You almost
I heard
did
that.
it.
Almost. But all right, y'all. Let's get the show started.
Well, get it.
Yeah,
Let's see. Where did?
that's the right button.
Yeah. Because it's been
Here.
somebody been in here moving stuff around. But all right, I got you.
Let them feel that heel heat. Heels feel like the club, yeah, it's too sweet. Boots, we put heels to face. Check your heels for life, everybody's great.
Now it's start time.
Shout out Chris the founder, an amazing brother. Number uno, wild card, but never changing colors. It's Mr. Team, bring it, let the guy flex. BB Boys, 2 UETTs, but I digress. Ziggy the baby face on a heel show. Producer of the year, plus a vet with a steel toe. Ziggy the beast, he play stops with T.O. The heel they love to hate, more shots than Tito's. DJ Red Flags, nah, you shouldn't challenge him. And the enforcers, the black on Anderson, Mr. Attention Getter. He is the attention. Now it's getting stormy. We make great impressions. Said Rollins ain't a problem. It'll sound trippy. Montez 2.0 from the Mound City. I know what you're thinking. What a great team. And it's been Heels for Life since 2018. Let them feel that heel heat. Heels for Life the club. Yeah, it's too sweet. Big boots, we put heels to face. We are Heels for Life, everybody's great. We're at the SmackDown Hotel having a cookout. Rockin' with Reese, encyclopedia books out. We need that all sports talk. This is a Reese cap, cooking with the real Garland. What's the feedback? The only double J he respects is me. I was a tweener, played the middle like a referee. No more bearded baby face, I'm the holy heel. King Ace on the printer like I know that's real. He's 18-bit. With that Macho Man flavor, all my 16 spit sound like we're playing on the safe. We keep it raw in a Monday, and Alex brings that nitro to a Sunday. El Jefe, the heels don't give an FA. Eddie had La Raza, me I got El Gente. We be the face without the foundation. It's the Heels for Life podcast. Stop hating. Let them feel that heel heat.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the AEW review show, hashtag Heels for Life, episode 224. It's your boy Ziggy the Beast, and I am accompanied with 3 of my brothers from the Heels for Life family, and I'll let them introduce themselves from left to right.
I am the PR of the show. I am HR. I am DJ Red Flags, the heel you love to hate. And I also am the public defender for Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Thank you very much.
I'm the real Garland. What's up, everybody? I'm not going to acknowledge that last comment said by my co-port over there.
Or he just changed hats on us. I didn't even know, but yo,
You're right.
I'm your boy, Mr. Attention Getter Enforcer, the the rebel right now. But hey, Brand, listen, just bring it in. We're gonna hug this out.
Just bring it in. What was it like? A Team Hell No with Kane and Daniel Bryan. Just bring it in.
Hey, Ziggy, make it bigger again, please. My screen, please.
No,
I got you.
no.
Real, come here, real. Come here,
No,
here.
no, I'm good. I'm good. Ah.
You need that, sir.
But what's going on, man? AEW All In London 2023 has come and gone. What is the vibe? What y'all thinking about right now? Y'all talk to me. What y'all feeling?
I'm very concerned for the safety of Jack Perry right now. He was viciously attacked by a savage animal who probably did not have his rabies shot yet. He was attacked, blindsided by CM Phil Punk on some ruthless aggression shit. You know what? I think he needs to come to one of my therapy sessions because something's really wrong with that young man. This is the second incident. Hold on. Let me cook. This is the second incident on 2 big shows that had the words all into the title that he was in a altercation with. So now you're taking away the success of a show to bring the spotlight all on you once again. Phil, you're the problem. Come to our show.
All right, Real Garland, what do you what's your thoughts on the show, man? Before we get into the episode.
No, stop. Gosh darn it. Anyways, my full impression of the overall show was a success. For All Elite Wrestling. Like I said, it was, I said on the past few episodes, like the card may not have reflected it as much. It could have been stronger, but AEW does what they always do. They knocked it out the park with a great show. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we knew that they were going to do. Didn't matter, really that the card wasn't strong like I felt like it could have been. But I mean, we already knew they were going to knock it out the park. It was a great show, nonetheless. It was an amazing show. To me, they overseeded expectations. There were several matches that overseeded expectations. I'm happy for the men and women that were on the card that got to perform in front of the largest crowds in wrestling history. And this is a great sign for the future of All Elite Wrestling. So I'm happy for them. I'm happy for everybody there. I'm happy that they got paid. They made some money. They drew a huge gate, and motherfuckers got paid. Like that's all I can really say about it, man.
What you got, Tone?
Jeff Jarrett.
What you got, Tone?
Oh, yeah, like he said, man, I'm happy for the success, first of all, but people need to know the market that they was in. If you thought they was not going to be successful with the market they was in, the UK is some huge wrestling fans. They make WrestleMania feel fun and the night after WrestleMania. So what you thought was going to happen in their hometown, like you got to hit a chance. The energy was there. The energy matches the matches. And it was great seeing that. Also, when it comes to Phil Brooks and Jack Perry, I'm gonna say this: Jack kind of opened that door. He opened that door. So
according to what was said, if everything
the
went
Young
down,
Bucks too, right?
Yeah,
the Young Bucks opened that door too, right?
It's a lot. It's a lot of people.
There's a lot of Kenny open that door though too, right? So basically,
it's a lot of open that door. A lot of
basically saying that Phil's not the problem.
Oh no! Did you hear me say that?
You just defended him. You said that Jack Perry opened the door.
So
saying the Young Bucks opened the door.
This is what happens. This is what happens when he interrupts people and don't let them finish their fucking line.
So the enforcer, coming out.
Yeah, let him cook. Let him cook.
I let you cook. Let me put some seasoning in my shit. No.
If you keep messing, if you keep coming at me, I'm gonna put some raisins in potato salad.
I'm gonna get Johnny because he's a real,
I'm gonna put some raisins in potato salad. Keep fucking around and find out.
Hey, keep the raisins over there. We don't want raisins.
Don't want them. But no. Seriously though, to be honest, the serious with you though, yes, Comedy Naira is CM Punk, but we will talk more about that. But as the show,
right.
As the show overall, great success, great show, and a lot of matches did exceed expectations or people's expectations. We all agree that this was going to be a banger show.
Okay. So after talking to you, three gentlemen, and some people in the comments, it seemed like it was a good show. So no one watched the show and was just like pissed off, because sometimes that happens to us whenever we watch these pay-per-views. We get like, we just wasted like 4 hours of our life. I can't get that 4 hours back. But this show didn't seem like that, right?
No, it was actually a good show.
You had your moments as a joke, like a joking session. You had moments as a joking session. Not
I
like
will say this though, the match placement kind of surprised me, but I love the match placement at the end of the day.
Yeah,
like how they,
and I'm glad you brought that up, because speaking of the match placement, we're gonna go ahead and get it kicked off into our 0 hour with AEW All In 0 hour in London. We have the ROH World Tag Team Championship match, Adam Cole and MJF versus Aussie Open.
The fucking kangaroo kick. Loved
kangaroo kick. He hit it. They popped hard for that too. As soon as he hit it. Well, the thing that I think the surprise for me is that they actually won the tag team titles.
Yeah, they won the tag team titles.
Sense,
the crowd was into it. This is a pre-show match, and the crowd was hot for it. There was a story surrounding it. I know that was a talking point on a few of our episodes, that some of these matches, not even on the pay-per-view, but just in general, some of them don't have stories or like any build. It's just wrestling. So it seems like this one actually had kind of like a synopsis with it. So
yeah. But the beauty about that is,
oh, I'm sorry, I didn't put the little slider at the bottom for y'all. Sorry about that.
But the beauty about the match was that Aussie Open was straight up assholes from the jump. Like, they interrupt the Adam Cole baby. they like, I'm not feeling this. We gotta defend our titles. We're not on the main show. We gotta be on 0 hour. Both no respect. And I mean, everybody gotta remember, over there, they heels over there too. Like, the United Empire's heels.
No facts.
In the UK. So they did their job, but this like you said, the story of the match was MJF and Adam Cole. And that you added more, you added another layer to it when they won those tag team titles. And now they're partners. Like, their partnership is cemented.
I think there's two lines of thought here with the result of the match. One, our gracious co-part over there, T.O., pointed it out. It kind of adds more element to the story. That's for one thing. The second thing that, I'm hoping that it would do is bring more attention to Ring of Honor, since they're the Ring of Honor tag team champions. It's something they've been trying to do for a while. So hopefully this will be it. I know you doubt it. I'm just saying, I'm hoping it does that. Trust me. That's why I said I hope it does it. Go ahead.
Tag me in.
Let me tag you in. Let me tag in.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. How many champions, how many people do we need to put in position to make Ring of Honor relevant? We did it with Samoa Joe. We did it with Punk. We did it with this person, this person, that person.
Claudio.
How many more people do y'all need to make it more relevant? There's nobody else. So them being there as a tag team is going to do what? It's going to do what? Nothing. All it did is, because they couldn't give the AEW championship to them, so yeah, they gave them a secondary championship for them to build on to their story. That's all it was. Because there was no other belts to do it with.
And I hate to say this, but I don't think it's going to be a long tag team title run.
It shouldn't.
Because they already pretty much tell us who's next in line. They within the story itself, you got the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Kingdom is going to try to get those tag team titles, and Roderick Strong. How we're gonna get to later on. Why I think they're not going to be tag team champions for long, which probably add on another layer to this story.
All right, and what grade do y'all give it? I know we like to do our Heels for Life grades. What grade do y'all give this match?
I give it an A- for me. A-.
Okay.
I get the reason why I give it A-, not a full A, is because
That's still good.
I know. It was a good match, and the reason why I gave it an A- because it builds onto this story. Now, if they would have lost, then we would have expected the heel turn more. But the fact that they won, we're like, okay, well, are we really getting a heel turn now? Because now they're tag champs. Normally, when this happens, they don't do a heel turn. But no, it was perfectly planned. A minus.
A minus. What you got? Real.
I would say I'm teetering on the A minus, B plus to A minus like range. I don't know which way I want to kind of play it.
Okay.
It's like I said, I'm kind of old school a little bit. I don't really like your main event being on the pre-show. I understood why they did it though. You got to kind of open the show hot. You got to build onto the story and everything. That's the reason why I was teetering on the B plus thing, because I'm really not a fan of your main event guys being on the pre-show competing in the match prior to the main event. But that's why I would teeter on the B plus thing. But I understood why they did it, so that's why I'll say B plus.
All right, what you give it,
But
Tone?
do you not think?
Well, first of all, welcome on to the show.
Oh.
It's cool. Y'all want to start out without me, which I told y'all I was somewhere. I was at a barbecue, a party. Chris, where are we going to go in? Where are we going to go in? I'm like,
no. First of all,
switch them.
I don't talk to Cowboys. Shush.
Number one. Hey, Ziggy, shut up with the Booker T on. Shut up with the Booker T on.
I'm gonna have to block.
Shut up with the Booker T on.
I'm gonna have to shut him up because, like, number one, as I was saying before, I was at a barbecue and I tell people that I'm going to be a little bit late. I'm sorry, my bad. Okay, now we can bring the Cowboy on. What was you saying?
You got the Booker T on now.
Yeah, we got the Booker T.
You okay? You straight? You okay?
All right, so we got so it looks like we're gonna have a loaded cast today. So I guess we'll try to have it to where we make our statements a little short and give everybody a chance to speak. You want me to bring the other guys in, Chris?
Is this the pre-show or because I know I just
we literally just started the show like 3 minutes ago, like I'll say like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I am so sorry.
We're in the 0 hour.
So late, like I didn't think
I was gonna
be here this late. No, I'm serious. We were supposed to start at 6, but some people got drunk and.
Totally fine, bro.
It's some people. Are you drunk, Chris?
No, I'm okay. I only had like 2 drinks.
So
you know you're drunk when you say that I'm okay. That's when you know you're drunk.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm good.
I'm good.
Okay. So Chris, while we got you, before we was gonna go to the next match, what do you give the grade for the tag team match in the pre-show?
I did not watch the pre-show, so please don't ask me those questions.
Hey, I didn't know. Okay.
No, it's all good. No,
do we bring in our guest in the green room?
Yeah, just keep them. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, keep them in the green. I mean, are we officially starting? Like, did we do our intro and all this shit? We did
like you literally just came in like right after we just finished the intro.
Oh, then yeah, you can bring them on there. Yeah, just bring them on.
All right, we got Double K. What's good, bro? Welcome back to the show.
What up, Double K?
And we got
hold on. You bring him in, you know who's about to come in. This is gonna be fucking fire.
I like Double K. I don't know why y'all so mean with Double K.
No, I know. No, when we see Double K,
I'm here.
Then you know we're gonna get the other.
What's the story with Double K? Why are y'all so mean to Double K?
No, it's not us. It's one person.
What do you mean, y'all? Me and Double K, cool. No, that's my dude. That's my man. 100 grand.
Double K is cool. It's one person he wants. It's one person Double K wants.
We know about the secret hostility that I don't know where it came from. We know about that.
All right. And then we got Wild Man. We got Wild Man Willis. What's good, bro?
Whoa!
Yay! What's going on, y'all?
Oh shit!
What's going
on, man? We about to look like the Brady Bunch anthem right here. The Brady Bunch trailer right now.
I see that I'm the prettiest motherfucker on this joint tonight. So hey, what's up, guys?
All right, so yeah, I'm just here to
the shiniest head of us in here right now.
I'm just here to help moderate and keep the show going. So I'm gonna let y'all kind of have the panel. Let me know whenever y'all need any graphics or anything up like that. So I guess we'll go into our second pre-show match, which was Hook versus Jack Perry.
Yo,
And
can
I'll
we?
let whoever wants to start. Y'all go ahead and give y'all thoughts on it.
And please do not overtake. Excuse me. Please do not overtalk each other. If we hear any over talking, we might have to like say, hey, we're gonna have to kind of calm down because we got a lot of people in the room. We want to make sure everybody get their opinions in, but also we don't want to go too long as well because this is going to be a long. This is going to be a 2-hour podcast. Just to let you know. So go ahead. Whoever want to go first.
I want to ask a question to the room real quick in regards to this match.
Okay.
Do we even care? Do we even care about the match? Do we care more about what Jack Perry said in the match?
What did he say?
What did he say?
Oh, y'all didn't hear what he said?
I didn't watch it.
He posted it right there. He said that because like there was a spot with him and Hook by a car, and I guess he back body drop Hook onto the glass on the car, and he said, "See this?"
No. Oh, I think,
He said, "That's real glass. Cry me a river." You already know who that was pointed out to. So
I'm totally lost. Like,
so you didn't hear about none of that?
No.
Yeah. So apparently Jack Perry on air took a shot at CM Punk, talking about that's real glass. Cry me a river.
Yeah,
and that's what led to the rumored altercation that happened on the show. And
sorry.
Oh, okay.
Allegedly.
But it looks like Hook did. Hook got the win. He defeated Jack Perry to regain the FTW championship. So I guess good for Hook. And if any,
he got his daddy's property back.
Anyone say anything else to say about this match?
The match was what it was. That's all I got to say about this one. It was what it was. It felt just like what it was supposed to be, a pre-show match.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. So after this match, the actual show starts off, and let's see if my notes are right. We got the Real World Championship match, CM Punk versus Samoa Joe, starting the show off. Let's see. We had this is a good bit of back and forth. It looks like Punk pulled out the Pepsi Plunge, went deep into the arsenal. Seemed like a lot of people like that. But what are y'all thoughts on this match?
What killed me was I thought that was the pedigree, but I thought he was just being petty. But
he called it the Pepsi Plunge in ROH.
The pedigree.
That was his old finisher.
The
pedigree. I agree.
Yeah.
Let me get let me get y'all back on the screen here.
It was an avalanche pedigree.
That's basically what it was. China used it against Chris Jericho at Survivor Series 99, but I digress. Whatever.
If you are a fan of old school Ring of Honor, that just brought you back to when their rivalry back then and him using it. That's about it. Because I was excited that he actually hit it and won the match with it. Because usually the past 2 times he had done it, they kicked out of it. So I was surprised they actually end the match with the Pepsi Plunge. But the match itself, they was playing with the crowd most of the time. Let's just hear it. They was playing with the crowd. CM Punk trying to chop Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's like, "That's all you got, little motherfucker." And then they beat the shit out of CM Punk, and then CM Punk did his little comeback and all that stuff. So it was just a regular 2 old men just reliving their childhood days, and that's what it was. Keep it real.
He's in the building. He's in the comments already.
Trying to.
Yeah, that's why I started giggling. That's why I started giggling.
Oh shit! Here he go. I wonder, is he coming on tonight, or is he in the comments? I don't know. I believe he's in the comments.
He about to watch. He about to pop in here and watch like Candyman.
But all backstage drama and bullshit aside, it was a good open to the show. Like as far as the first match on the official card. All bullshit drama and stuff aside.
Yeah, I came in toward the late part, so yeah.
Yeah.
I was like in and out, and I got the middle part, but like toward the end, I didn't really get toward the end, so I'm probably have to watch that back.
Okay.
Just a couple of back because I had my son like all weekend, and it was crazy. So I was like just in and out with a lot of shit this weekend. So,
Feel that?
Yeah, I felt like this match was much better than their match that they had for the on Heart tournament. I feel like they made up for that match because that match was bad. The one they had during the on Heart tournament.
Hey, Willis, is that the United States title you got over your shoulder, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Just want to make sure.
Nice.
I just want to make sure that's one of my favorite belts. That's all.
The WCW joint, yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Realistically, I really thought like, you know, the way the rivalry kind of started panning out, like Joe just coming out there, you know what I'm saying? Just like, you know what I mean? Like, I want you at Wembley. That was just enough for me. But then I thought Joe was gonna come in there and just do something real different, like really just pound, like ground and pound his ass, like show him like I'm gonna whoop that ass, like, you know what I mean? Like, but the way it came out, it was different. But that pedigree, that Avalanche pedigree, that didn't do nothing.
If you watched it from again, Samoa Joe when he finally caught CM Punk, yeah, he did beat his ass. Like I said, he feel like he stole something.
At some point.
Yeah, at some point, like he had to.
Probably gonna have to watch that back because I didn't.
Hey, Double K, the guys and ladies in the comments are saying to turn your mic up a little bit if you can.
Yeah, it's like they CM Punk was doing like try to use his speed, and when Samoa Joe finally caught him, like when he chopped him at the apron, like he chopped him off the apron. It was like I said for them because this is not 2000 whatever the last time they faced each other in Ring of Honor. So if you was expecting that match, you're not getting that match. But you got as best you go get from those two. But like Real said, it did set the tone because the energy that was there was already at an all-time high in that stadium. So it set the energy for the rest of the show. If you think about it, it went from low and then it just got up every match after that.
Cool. T.O., you want to jump in, bro? Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say something. Okay, so as far as the energy goes, it really all depends on like what match we were talking about. Because as far as the energy, maybe I was looking at it a little bit differently. There were points during the show the energy was a little bit sus. And there was a lot of people that were comparing the WWE pay-per-views to this particular event or whatever. First of all, I'm just gonna put this on record. This is not a WWE event. This is a non-WWE event. I got tired of people comparing WWE events to AEW shit. You know what I'm saying? The shit is very annoying. They really need to stop this.
I remember you was talking about that in the cookout.
Right, and this is a wrestling event, the biggest wrestling event that we have literally seen, and it was a success. It was a success at that. I'm not going to entertain the thing about AEW beat WWE here and AEW beat WWE there. It's boring. It's just stop it.
It's a win for pro wrestling, basically. It's a win for pro wrestling at the end of the day. Everybody should be happy across the board.
Everybody should be eating. Everybody should be happy. But once again, they are obsessed with WWE not getting the flowers this evening, which I'm trying to figure out why we're talking about WWE. And they have their pay-per-view next week. But I digress.
And I said this. I think me and T.O. said this earlier. Like when they announced the record. The attendance and it said pro wrestling. It was like, oh, that's not the record. Blah, blah. Like, no, listen to the wordplay they saying.
Right. Stop being selective. Stop with the selective hearing. You know, they said pro wrestling.
Pro wrestling.
WWE pro wrestling. They didn't say that.
They say sports entertainment. They said pro wrestling. They used their wordplay right, so y'all won't have to. Y'all still found a way to nitpick. But Chris, I owe you 10 cents some more. I digress. I digress. Let's move on with this.
Pay me.
And T.O., you wanted to jump in?
Get that man a check. Get that man a check.
Yeah, I just want to piggyback off of what Chris and Tone Enforcer just said. MJF just had like a town hall meeting with Busted Open's David LaGreca, and he mentioned about this whole tribalism between WWE and AEW. He says that, don't you guys not know that we are like, I watch Monday Night Raw. I cheer for Cody. I'm pretty sure they do the same thing for us. So while you guys are fighting about who's better and this, that, and third, we over here cheering each other on. So why can't you all do that together?
That's a great point, Theo. And even now, like I guarantee you, most of those people that worked tonight on the show got calls from people in WWE congratulating them on a successful show. At the end of the day, like Theo just said, and like MJF said, the tribalism shit is with the fans, and they need to stop that nonsense because the men and women that are in those companies, they don't really give a fuck about who does better than who. They're there for the betterment of all of them. They're all peers at the end of the day. They all have the same aspirations and dreams at the end of the day, and that's to be successful and to get paid and to make a name for themselves, no matter where they work at.
Right.
The crazy thing.
And this was when I remember I had said this, like, way back when the cookout, was the cookout. I said that it has to be, when we talk about fans around the world, when we talk about the pro wrestling community, right? It's always, like I said, it's always that side that just has these rash, crazy comments about what they see and what type of pro wrestling they watch and what storylines they want to see. And then it's the other side that just thinks like, dude, it's just this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's then that's when it clashes and people get misconstrued. And it's like we can all watch the same product, have our own opinions without somebody. Well, I don't give a fuck if you didn't like him. I didn't like that. That shit was like 2 stars. And I'm just, okay, then that's how you feel. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like it's with WWE and AEW. It's kind of like, well, I can do better than you. Oh no, we can have this main event better than yours, or we can have this champion better. And it's like that gets to the fans, and us as the fans and us as the community. Like I feel like it's like what type of conversation should we have when we talk about, well, who's this and who's that, and who's this and who's that, when we all watch it and we determine that and we have our own, you know what I'm saying, takes on it and who's the best and who's not. And like I said, I've said it before. I said I felt like AEW really was kicking their ass, and then somebody just came at me, was like, "Oh, you got to just look at the product and look how many people they got doing this show and look how many people they got doing that show, and they have to cut this up and cut that up." And it was just like, bro, like I wasn't trying to go all that way. I'm just saying what I felt like. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man, and it's like I love watching all this product, bro. To me, I love watching all the product. I really don't care what's what.
Right.
And people forget this. People forget about this. Wrestling is a business, so they gotta say they number one. They got that's their company. They gotta say they company number one. But at the same time, they all got the same freaking consumer. It's us. We are the consumer. We are the wrestling fan. We are the guys that could make and break someone's career. Either like if we see someone, I'm gonna just put a name out, Orange Cassidy. If Orange Cassidy is doing it and we keep on supporting him, guess what happens? He get to move up the card. If someone's declining, we're like, okay, this is full, we losing interest. Guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna move down the card. We got the power, but at the same time, people taking advantage of that shit. People really think they actually got true power. Like they can fire somebody. Like, fuck this. Hashtag fire this motherfucker. No. You don't have that power. All right. But when you got shows like today, and after the week we had this week, this should have been a celebration, but not just AEW, but for wrestling as a whole. And I haven't been on Twitter, I haven't been on Facebook to see the comments and all that stuff, but I hope for at least tonight and for the week, because we got another week of wrestling, that we just enjoy it. We just enjoy it. It don't
hopefully so. Fair point. Yeah, we got anybody have anything else to say before we go into the next segment with the Bullet Club?
Yeah, I got one thing to say.
Okay.
Well, it was good to refreshing to see some wrestling where they ain't have a whole bunch of shenanigans and bullshit. So I was happy about that. So I just want to see some good matches. I don't want to see all that lollygagging and silly skits. So
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm glad AEW is around because I've been watching wrestling since I was 5, since '83 or something like that. And in the last few years, WWE has beaten me down where I don't even bother to watch Raw and SmackDown anymore. So I'm glad AEW's around. So
yeah, alternative. Give you something else.
Alternative. So people should be happy about that because they fussed for years. You don't have no alternative. How come WWE? That's all we got. Now
I remember that.
And they bitching about it still. It makes no sense. Silly ass wrestling fans.
Great point.
All right.
Chris, you had anything to say
we
before
can
we
just
go
call
to the
out the
next
other
segment?
side.
No, let's go to the next match.
All right. Next match we have is the Bullet Club versus, was it the Golden Elite is what they're calling themselves?
Golden Elite.
All right. And then let me get the screenshot up here. All right. We have the Bullet Club Gold versus Golden Elite, and let's see if anyone wants to give their thoughts on it. The floor is open.
I'll take this one. So
Okay, gotcha, Chris.
this match, I really, other than Kenny Omega being awesome, like I mean, hey, but I didn't I didn't expect the outcome that Kokesh, what's his name?
Takeshita with the roll up.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I didn't expect that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I think the match was okay. I didn't expect too much, if that makes sense. Kokesh is supposed to have a part 2 with Kenny Omega Sunday. Which I'm gonna get into that in a little bit. If you guys watch the media scrum, Tony Khan really this media scrum this year, I was very impressed. He said a lot of things, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But as far as this match, it was okay. It was cool.
I'm gonna say this. I was just happy to see Kota Ibushi and Takeshita. And the reason why I say that, if you are a Japanese wrestling fan like I am, the history of Kota Ibushi was the ace of an organization called DDT. And at that time, Takeshita was young, and he was there with Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, and he learned so much from them that he became the ace around this time right now. And the fact that you had those two, and I don't know if y'all watched the match, they was talking to each other or screaming at each other in Japanese, and he caught Kota Ibushi with this jumping knee that I looked like he about to knee the hell out his head.
That jumping,
I mean,
that was incredible.
The spots they was doing here, including the guns. I gotta get the guns. They even got part of this match, but they told a story in this match where I kind of knew that some of these matches was going to lead up to All Out, and for Takeshita to get the win on Kenny Omega with Don Callis, who used to always talk about Kenny Omega, now he's talking about Takeshita. This is going to be a marquee match for All Out now. Which I was like, how they gonna build up matches for All Out if they was gonna do it here All In? So you got the match for Kenny Omega and Takeshita, which is the story there.
Shout out to a one-man show from TikTok. What's going on, man?
Which is a huge thing now, because you got, like I said, you got DDT past with DDT's present, and that's what I'm looking forward to. I wonder how to go do the one-on-one match now too.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked by the placement of this match. You know, like I was mentioning during the pre-show, the placement of some of the matches shocked me, but in a great way. You know what I'm saying? In an amazing way. Because I was shocked to see kind of a Kenny Omega match this early on the card, but to me, the placement was perfect. You know, once the rest of the show unfolded out, I enjoyed the match. It was a pretty solid match. I love that it's building up to the one-on-one match we're finally going to see with Konosuke and Kenny Omega at All Out. I know they're going to kill it. It's going to be a guaranteed banger. Konosuke is probably the next young GOAT in all of, you know, not just in Japanese wrestling, but wrestling period. He's gonna be up there, man. He's gonna be up there. He's gonna be one of the top guys we talk about for years to come. He has everything you need in a perennial wrestler. But I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed it. I'm hoping comes out of this match. And this is probably the only like slight negative thing I will say. After this, they gotta do something with Hangman, or Hangman's gonna be just another. He's just gonna be there. I hope that they got some plans for him after, you know, this match, because I don't want him to just be just another guy, just a member of the elite. You know, hopefully he's in some sort of marquee program coming out of this match. But you know, we'll see. Like I said, other than that, it was a solid match.
All right, anybody up next?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead, Brock? I'll go. For me, I feel like when you look at Takeshita, right, you feel like this is a guy that, like I said, he's going to be decorated so far along already. I feel like he's wise behind his ears. Like, and now this feud with Kenny. And I feel like if he wins, if they make Takeshita win, I feel like this doesn't downgrade what Kenny's doing right now. Because like you said, like what Kenny's doing now is like they're going neck and neck and neck and neck and neck. Like it's not even about Don Callis no more, which that's what it started with. I'm gonna get Don Callis at that. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like now it's these two, and this is the rivalry that I've been waiting on. Like I've been waiting for this ever since the Don Callis turn. Like ever since he turned on Kenny, and I feel like tonight was just so much better than it was on paper for me, just from all the spots, just from the hits, you know what I'm saying? Just the impact on everything, just to how it played out. Like you say, the guns, what they did, their contribute, like it was so great for me. But the ending was it was too choppy. I feel like the ending was too choppy. You know what I mean? Like I felt like Takeshita should have got at least a better, not a better roll up, but at least a better spot to get Kenny in, because now it looked like he grabbed his whole on like and pulled him into that roll up. So it was kind of like, it was a little choppy, but like I feel like Takeshita, like every time we see Takeshita, he's always here, always here. And I beat Kenny, I feel like he's on his way.
All right, Willis, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I'm glad that Kota Ibushi leaned up for this match, because we seen him a couple weeks ago. He looked bloated as shit. So I'm glad he took the time to go into somebody's gym before he had this match. Yeah, Kashna, I'm glad he won. It'd be nice if Omega put him over at the next week's pay-per-view, because Omega don't really need that win against him. Let that boy shine a little bit more before Omega get his win back. So we'll have to see next week. It was a solid 3-man tag match. Everybody loved Omega in the arena. So every time he got in the ring, that was the person they was cheering for the most. Sorry, Hangman, but I like him, but it's time.
I be trying to understand what's everybody gripe for Hangman. Like ever since he lost the AEW title, everybody's just running him down, trying to dig his grave.
It's not even after he lost the title. It was doing his title reign. Like this dude had the greatest story to build him to that title. Like, dude, we saw him going up all the way to his downward spiral. We saw him go all the way up. It was a great story. Then we got the title. He was happy. I don't know. His title reign, his title matches, defenses was good, but I don't know where it people was upset
where it went wrong. Yeah,
right.
Right.
Then we know the situation, what happened. We don't need to go into that when he lost the title and all that stuff. But I mean, with Hangman right now, and you got to remember, like we just said, he's a former AEW champion. So we can't just say they put him in the back rear and say, "Oh, you are our guy when we need to lose matches. You go be the guy to get the pinfall when we do these damn group matches."
The gatekeeper,
right? The gatekeeper, like you're a former champion. Start acting like it. Put him in positions where he could be because the original plan was for him to face the Dark Order, not be in this 6-man title match on 6-man match, but shit got rearranged. So we guys gotta wait and see what they go do to Hangman.
I feel like the last time he was important was that feud he had with Moxley, and y'all remember how good that was. Especially the blow-off match was brutal, and he was one of the few people that made Moxley tap out, right?
Knocked him out.
I thought that was
KO'd him. My bad. Yeah, KO'd him. Yeah. So that was to me, that's the last program that Hangman was in of note that was actually interesting and that had all of our attention, because that, like I said, that match was brutal, and I enjoyed the madness in that. But it seemed like after that, he's just been, he's been what he was originally when the Elite first got together, and that's a role player. And I ain't trying to knock the man or anything, but for you to be a former AEW World Champion, that's kind of a little bit of a fall from grace. But hopefully he'll get into another program that'll kind of keep him in that conversation.
Right.
Yeah, that's what's going on with Hangman is you got Logan Paul doing his finishing move better than Hangman does. That's what that is.
T.O. did you have anything to add before we
Yeah. What Hangman is for the elite is what Yuta is for the BCC. He is their fall guy.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's skipping over, everybody's forgetting, everybody's not acknowledging Switchblade. This man invented. He main invented MSG. The Tokyo Dome.
Mm-hmm.
He's finally like tonight. He showed why he's still great.
Mm-hmm.
So why not put him in the position to be that guy?
Yeah, Switchblade.
I mean,
yeah.
Hey, T.O.
Switchblade is amazing.
T.O. Watch this.
What
We know this. Do Tony Khan know this? We know.
I mean, if
we
you,
know this already.
I know that, but if that's the case, then he should have never signed him. He should have said Tripp signed him. If that's the case, put that man in position to be great because he's already great, and he showed it tonight. Like he was like, yeah, everybody had the eyes on Kenny and the Golden League, everybody else, but Switchblade was practically there in most of the spots. Rather the hard angle, like he was there for most of the spots, even towards the end. He was like the focal point of the story too. You could think about it too. If you really want to jump down the rabbit hole, you could jump down the Bullet Club rabbit hole. You know what I mean? And he said it. And he said it in the vignette how they're trying to take credit for Bullet Club being elite, this, that, and the third. So I mean, let that man cook. But I guarantee you let that man cook, he's gonna feed a magnitude of people. Give that man 3 fish and a loaf of bread. Watch what you do with it.
So my question to you, my question to all y'all, when it comes to Jay White, this Bullet Club Gold thing, are they strictly collision? And if so, how you gonna have them build? How you gonna build them in collision?
I don't know, because we all thought that that Punk was strict collision. He still made it onto Dynamite or whatever. So who fucking knows?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to end up fighting Punk on one of them pay-per-views that's coming up in the next couple of months. Probably the one that they doing in October for the New Japan AEW joint that they just announced. They probably had that match with them two against each other.
Okay. All right, guys. Chris, you have anything before we move on to the next one?
Also, too, I wanted to.
No. Wait, who said something?
Double K.
Oh, all
Juice
right.
Robinson. Juice Robinson's been up, like, and I've been seeing little by little, like, Juice Robinson, and a lot of people's putting him as the thing about it was with Juice Robinson, I never thought he was a J because I knew how established he was. You know what I'm saying? I knew what Finn Juice on independent. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, but Juice Robinson was in there. Juice Robinson was definitely in there too tonight.
It felt like a New Japan match. It was stiff as shit.
It is because they all work that style. They all work that Japanese strong style. They all have experience in it. I want to bounce off, like, before we get to the next topic. I want to say that I agree with both Double K and T.O. The fact that a lot of people are not putting more respect on a Jay White or Juice Robinson is crazy, especially after a few weeks ago they had probably one of the greatest tag team matches we have ever seen in our life. Damn near 58 minutes of greatness. And then you know how hard it is to pull off not only a match that long, but an entertaining match that keeps you entertaining from bell to bell. They did that. They killed that with FTR.
Mm-hmm.
So I agree with both of them saying that they need to put these guys in more prime position. Yeah.
It'll get there. We just gotta wait. I got
a question for them too. Is there anybody that an FTR type? Like, is there any team right now besides the Bullet Club Gold who are on fire right now?
I said this in the pre-show. If they get their shit together and stop acting like little bitches, Proud and Powerful could be that team, but they got work with themselves.
Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal.
God damn you, T.O.
Boy,
I'm not going to comment on that, but no, I agree with Enforcer. I'm only speculating. I think it's coming more so from Santana's end than it is coming from Ortiz end. But Yeah, if they can settle their differences, that would be the threat to the tag team titles. That should have been the threat, but I don't know what issues they have. I guess it is one of those situations where it's none of our business, but it would be cool if they can work out whatever differences they have aside and be in that tag team title race. To me, now that the Young Bucks got beat again by FTR, the tag team picture is open in AEW, and they could slide right on in, get some wins, and become that threat to FTR. That's if they can, whatever issues they're going through, they can work it out. Hopefully.
The
Speaking
story's there. The story's there. Y'all remember that match they had with Cash? Damn near took a chunk of his arm off during their match. There's a story there already. So just find a way to build it up.
All right, and speaking of FTR, we can kind of stay on that topic of FTR because I think that was the next matchup was FTR versus the Young Bucks AEW Championship match.
So I want to take this one. First of all, for all of the like wrestling fans that says that Young Bucks is not going to put FTR over, this is what happens when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You need to watch the fucking product just like everybody else and shut the fuck up. That's just literally the bottom line. I am so tired of y'all thinking that y'all fucking experts and you don't know a goddamn thing. Just because you watch wrestling for 30 years doesn't mean that you know the fucking outcome. I've been watching wrestling for 25 years and I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, we watch wrestling and yes, we might be right, we might be wrong. But I am going to give the Young Bucks their fucking flowers. We need to give them their flowers now. Okay. They put FTR over. Okay. In the biggest fucking event of pro wrestling, once again, pro wrestling history, they put FTR over. I mean, FTR is already over, but they did it on the biggest stage. That says a lot about the Young Bucks knowing that they want to put over talent that they know is going to be the future of the company. So I just wanted to say that the match itself was fucking fire from beginning to end. Fire, which I knew that was going to happen. Shout out to the Young Bucks. Shout out to FTR. As far as who's going to beat the FTR, Pride and Powerful need to get their shit together.
Let me get the next floor on that one because this is their third match.
Who the hell is Pride and Powerful? I gotta ask because
that's LAX by the way.
There's Ortiz and Santana.
So this is their third match, and each match told a story.
Because I thought they was just named Ortiz and Santana forever.
Okay, the first match was who was the best tag team of all time? Who knew they tag team history? What philosophy was the best way for tag team wrestling? Was it straight up technical, or was it diving and doing flips? Second time they faced was for FTR to get their win back. But this one told a story about the two teams in the match, how they know each other, how they like, listen, you brought us. We didn't mention you on 2016. You mentioned us. Y'all, when we came around, there was nobody before us that questioned y'all to see y'all was the greatest tag team out in the business. Now we came along, and now y'all questioning yourselves. The thing I love about this was it told so much angle, so much stories. And like you said, Chris, to give the Young Bucks their flowers, Jim Cornette. These guys bust their ass. They bust their ass. They tell stories, and not only that, they could have been easily like the old timers, Jim Cornette, that booked themselves into championship matches. No, and I'm gonna go with on what John just put on there. Do y'all know it's all the elite lost in the biggest show of history?
All of them.
So they did an unselfish thing by freaking not just putting FTR over, but guess what? They was the bigger man say, you know what, y'all, right now everybody go see y'all for what y'all is. Y'all are the greatest goddamn tag team in the business right now. And y'all just beat us 2 out of 3 times. So now And it seemed like it's not over either because the Young Bucks didn't shake that hand. Like, oh, it's not over. So we might get more classic matches after that. But damn it, just like Chris said, and I think a lot of us, Jim Cornette, put some goddamn respect on the Young Bucks name. They killing the business, but in a good way. I digress.
I need before you go, T.O., let me just say this. Jim Cornette he has a good podcast. Don't get it twisted. But he needs to stop being the vengeful bitch of the ex-wife of an ex-girlfriend or an ex-wife. He needs to stop being so fucking moist and thinking about what happened in 1985. My nigga, that was fucking almost 40 years ago. I need you to stop. And I need you to come back to 2023, like where we're at right now. And he needs to understand that wrestling has evolved. Wrestling has evolved since 1985. For some reason, old timers like him is always so infatuated with the past, like Eric Bischoff. Once again, Young Bucks did a very good man. The whole elite did a good move, and they need their fucking flowers. And if he decides to go outside of that, I swear I'm going to come on here again. And I'm going to rant, and I'm going to come for his fucking scalp. What's left of it? Okay.
Wow. Well said.
Talk to him, Chris.
Let me talk.
Yeah, he been sipping tonight. He been sipping tonight.
Besides the lead taking the L's, Don Callis took dubs. I mean, this is
Right.
not bad. He took two big dubs.
This was his card, basically. This was his event.
Sweet.
Yep.
But what's crazy is with the Bucks doing what they did and how they did it, when they did it, it's like it shows a whole different dynamic of the Young Bucks. So now it makes you really think about half the shit that the dirt sheets are saying about them. If they're willing to then put their shit to the side to put over talent, where they could have easily said, you know what? Our show, our company, biggest show, we going over. But they didn't. So now we had to sit there and they rethink about what these people are saying about them. You know what I mean? And it shows a whole different light to them. And it makes them more of a likable tag team. Yes, they already are Hall of Famers. Yes, they're going to go down as top 10 greatest tag teams in the world or in wrestling history. But now it shows their integrity and their character.
I want to kind of comment real quick. When it comes to Young Bucks, and some of y'all in here, y'all heard my comments before. I am like, one thing about me, my name is the real Garland. I pride myself on being real. I was one of those people that were critical of the Young Bucks, but all I gotta say is I gotta pay respect, because when you look at everything in the grand scheme of things, they told a story that's been going on for years. Hell, let's not even discuss before even AEW began. They told this story. The whole fuck the revival, FTR, Cody having FTR on the, was it Cody that had it on the written on the coffee cup, or Kenny? One of those two. This is a story that's been going on even before the birth of AEW about them wanting that. And for it to finally, like, one of the culminations of this storyline being in front of the biggest paid professional wrestling crowd in the history of pro wrestling, like, I really don't have the words for it. And for the match to be that amazing, they did their thing. That's what you call a payoff in professional wrestling. And like y'all all mentioned, for them to put them over, shut a lot of people, including my ass, up. So I gotta give them flowers on that. And like I said, I'm one of those people that, like, if I'm gonna call myself real, I gotta keep it real. I gotta acknowledge when real shit happened. And what they did was amazing, unselfish gesture. And they are undoubtedly a top 10 tag team of all time. There's no disputing that. And the fact that they're a top 10 tag team of all time and they're barely in their 30s, that means something. And I got to give them their flowers. I got to give it off to them.
I think, honestly, before we go to the next person, This pay-per-view have shut up a lot of people.
I hope.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This pay-per-view was a major success. Like I was very impressed from top to bottom. Like I know like it wasn't like hype, like you know what I'm saying, like all out like about 2 years ago, but for them to go to Wembley Stadium and like the crowd was in it from beginning to end, it really shows that AEW has really went to the next level, and I'm very proud of them for that. And this is a person that went to the very first pay-per-view in Vegas, and where they came now, like they're going on the 5th year anniversary of Dynamite. I think it's 2 weeks. I'm proud of that company.
Yeah,
I'm very proud of them.
But think about it too. We were talking about them. Was it? I think it was like a year ago, Chris, in the cookout. How we were like, yo, they won't take no risks. They're playing it safe. They're playing it safe. They're not taking any risks. They're playing it safe. They're playing it safe. And now look, they took a huge risk, capitalized on it, and now look what they're going to do. They already booked it for next year.
Bro, they said they had so much fun. I'm thinking about going to Wembley next year. I'm really seriously thinking about going to London next year.
I got my passport, so shit.
I gotta get mine.
Man, don't play with me because me and my friends are going to Wembley next year. Okay, all right, okay. Nigga, I will bet you will not go next year. Okay.
I mean, if I
right.
shit.
Nigga, I bet you $50.
What are enforce at, man? Hold on, we need somebody to.
No, we ain't talking about the enforcer. We talking about your black ass.
Grab him by the shirt and kick him out.
That got him nice right now.
Yeah, grab him by the shirt and kick him out of here.
Yo, I don't know why you got to shut up. No, we're gonna say Chris, shut up. No, I'm not.
The attention getter.
That boy drinking that Jack got him feeling nibble and got him feeling quick. He took over that damn candlestick.
Very much so. I'm telling you, my zingers are
pulling off the hip.
Awesome.
Real quick.
Drink a sip for me, Chris. Drink.
Go ahead. Drink your spirits.
Take that sip, brother. Yeah. Take that sip for all in London next year.
Anybody but you.
Anybody but you. Wild card Randy. But going into the next match, we got Blackpool Combat Club, Pride and Powerful. We have the Best Friends, Penta El Zero Miedo, and Eddie Kingston in the Stadium Stampede match. Chris, do you want to kick us off, bro?
Lord, it is a fire.
Go ahead.
From beginning to end, nothing but just chaos. Listen, what really stuck out for me, John Moxley, he almost made me throw up.
That dude's, what's wrong with him?
Hold on. Let me show y'all.
He's a fucking menace. He's a professional wrestling menace.
I'm saving Chris from himself just in case he don't have any shorts on.
Oh yeah.
Well, there you go.
So, I don't like to play with my food. Listen, I don't like to play with my food. But this, I actually thought that
spaghetti, bro.
Fill it with some spaghetti.
What?
Bro, I'm like, why is he playing with his food like that? Like, why is he playing with spaghetti like this?
Stop.
This mother, bro. They stuck. I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Pentagon that like just.
Yeah, it was Penta. You was right.
Penta, right? It was Penta. Okay. He got that. He got that lick back.
He stabbed him so hard. The fucking spaghetti. That's what it was for me. He stuck the spaghetti in his.
So what is that though?
What's that? They're skewers. Yeah. Like that spot they did is like a very popular spot on the indies, like in GCW and XPW and places like that. Yeah. They're like I remember skewers or something like that.
They're like sharp as chopsticks.
So it's chop. So it's essentially just sharp chopsticks.
Yeah,
like for the barbecue, making a shish kebab.
They put
Yeah, that's it.
they
Just
put
kebab.
the chopstick.
That was.
I mean, we're not going to a
Sister Bob shit.
barbecue. I mean, shout out to Leon. Leon in the comments, whatever. He came to our barbecue or whatever.
Oh, that's what's up.
For All In.
Yeah, shout out to Leon.
But the match itself, like the match, crazy. Like everybody, I mean, it was just chaotic.
Oh, my bad,
Like
y'all.
they
I
went
didn't
in the
put the poster up.
backstage. They was in the outside, and then like when they came out, like the crowd was coming towards them. Like and John Moxley is, oh my god, he was my favorite in this match. This man was patting kids down and
He
shit.
crazy.
He didn't give a fuck. Like he did not give a fuck.
Wow, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Wow.
When he came out with the black gloves on, the jacket on, and stuff like that, I'm like, yeah, this man's ready to inflict violence on everybody that's in sight. This man is built different. This man is crazy.
That nigga Wheeler Yuta was looking like a motherfucking stunt double for Kill Bill and shit. Had the all black on with the motherfucking bag in his hand and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is in that bag?
I'm like,
man.
Right, but you know what, dude? Like this, honestly, I agree with Dylan. Match of the night.
I'm gonna tell you this though. Out of all of them, and y'all might agree with me on this one. Orange Cassidy showed us another level of Orange Cassidy. This man, he went straight up. He said it with Thailand. You understand me? He broke glass, wrapped it down, and put his fist for the Superman punch. I like, go ahead.
He did a Taipei orange punch.
Taipei orange.
But I'm mad what they did to
Sudo.
Oh God.
Oh.
First of all, I need Excalibur. I need Excalibur to stop thinking that.
We gotta mention Sue.
I need Excalibur to stop thinking he's Tony Schiavone when it comes to Sue. He goes, it's
right.
Sue. I like, yo, what?
I'm like, dude, that was very awkward.
But what's awkward is John Moxley kissing her. Like, you got.
I know, right?
He gave no fucks. Like with Moxley, he's at a point in his life called fuck it. Like he don't give a fuck.
But you know what?
And that's when the match changed. That's when Trent Beretta went bonkers.
Right. For every mama's boy out there, Trent Beretta did something that y'all want to do. He went crazy. You touched my mom, he went stupid. He went stupid.
One thing that you do not do, you don't touch the parents.
No,
we've seen that more than one time during this pay-per-view.
But the photo of the night is Eddie Kingston laying next to John Moxley and give him the middle finger while they won the match. Photo of the night. I'm sorry, that's going on a t-shirt. I'm putting that shit on a t-shirt.
Very much so. I need that.
You know what's crazy? At one point, I thought like when they went face to face, I'm like, okay, somebody's gonna hit Eddie from behind. You know what I mean? But then they let him get the sequence where he get the back slap. Both of the moment for me when Eddie got the of them. Like Renee for weeks, your husband's bullshit. I don't want to do it. Your husband. I was man. Like the way they gave Eddie that was a perfect. That was a perfect spot for me.
That was a fun ass match for me. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Like if we put some respect on his name because of his reign, Orange Cassidy showed the fuck up. Like we need to call hardcore Cassidy for the night. Until
he's a true mid card. He's the true mid card.
You talk about
he is.
Like prolific, so prolific. He's so prolific, and then to take it to this level, that shit was crazy, bro. I said, I know he's not about to dig his motherfucking hand. Put the tape around and shit. I'm like, okay, I see you, Orange. I feel. That's where John Moxley. That's where John Moxley takes motherfuckers. John Moxley did that. There was nobody else in that match that contributed to what Orange Cassidy was thinking and what he was doing, but John Moxley.
People totally underestimated John. I mean,
Orange
people
Cassidy.
really totally underestimated Orange. And I told people that you need to sit the fuck down and just watch the show, watch the evolution of Orange Cassidy. I knew he was special from the get-go. It's not because I've been watching wrestling. It's when you see somebody, you be like, something about him I just dig,
different.
but I just
He's
can't.
smooth.
He's different.
You know who I see that in? Real quick, I'm gonna let you finish. I see Kanosuke Takeshita.
No, What? Let's talk about that, Brenda. Let's talk about Penta coming out in two different freaking
I was
entrances
gonna say that.
and then come to the spot that they broke the ladder, and where that fucking other ladder came from, or was that the same ladder?
It was the same ladder.
Same ladder.
It was the same
And
ladder.
they did that move. I was like, hold up, Santana about to take this move. You just missed a whole year, and he about to take this spot. Oh yeah, you feeling a little freaky tonight. I see that already. All right, cool.
I'm feeling
He
froggy.
was freaky. No. Let me say this. When you are in a hill group and real, you know where I'm about to go. You in the hill group, you coming out, hand high fiving everybody, all excited.
Exactly.
I'm here.
Like, dog, you was gonna lead me into my rant. Look, I get it. You're excited. Your first match back in like a year. You didn't match the vibe of the rest of the group. The rest of the group came out ready to fuck people up. You come out in full wrestling gear, high fiving fans and shit. Exactly. Doing this babyface shit. You ain't matching the vibe of the rest of the group. The rest of the crew is ready to come out there and fuck people up. That's the mission. That's the agenda. It's a stadium stampede. You come out there in full wrestling gear, acting like a white meat babyface, slapping hands, high fives, and shit like that. And like I said, only reason I'm kind of slightly giving him a pass because first match in the year, he was exciting. I'm happy for Eddie Kingston. As y'all heard me say many times before, I'm an Eddie Kingston mark. Eddie Kingston, the reason I discovered. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
And for the New Yorkers, that's in here right now.
I'm gonna get a black champion here.
That's love right there.
Yeah.
That's love.
Now, for the New Yorkers in here, can you please confirm this for me? Tell me that is so New York. The motherfucker came out there, Patrick Ewing jersey on, ready for the smoke. If that ain't some New York shit, I don't know what it is.
If he would have had Tim's on, if he had some Tim's on or some ACGs on, Tim's or some ACGs, I would have been like, all right, cool, he with it. Or some Black Forces. He needs some Black Forces.
I couldn't tell. Did he have Tim's on?
No,
I couldn't tell.
No,
Oh.
he had no Tim's.
No, he
you're
had
not.
Tim's.
First of all, you're not messed up no Tim's during this match. I dare you. Disrespect.
I just want to see this. I just want to say this.
I
just want to say this. Need
with,
to see Eddie Kingston versus Claudio one-on-one.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
My fault.
Y'all
was breaking in and out, so I thought everybody was fine.
Okay. I thought he was gonna come out with the Terry Funk gear again. I thought he was gonna see the Funk You shirt, like what this dude came out straight up Patrick Ewing gear, and I was like, oh shoot, he didn't even wait for nobody. He bumped past Orange Cassidy and ran down there.
The 3-3, it was like, oh, he is ready for anything.
Oh, it was fuck my life. That's what it was. It was fuck my life. I got shit to do. I'm not here to stand and like, for opposing pitch. I'm here to fight. And he went straight to Claudio. So my question was to y'all is, since Orange Cassidy pinned Claudio, shouldn't he get a Ring of Honor title match instead of possibly facing Moxley at All Out?
I agree.
I agree.
I mean,
but
why not?
What's going to happen at All Out is Moxley is the one who's going to take the title off of Orange Cassidy. That's what's going to happen.
We still need to get Claudio versus Eddie too.
For him to have that one blemish to beat John, I mean, I'm not gonna be mad at that. But if I was to, you know what I'm saying, if Orange the title shot against Claudio, I would think it would probably be at a big Ring of Honor event. Why not? Why don't the Ring of Honor fans do Orange Cassidy? They go crazy, see him all the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but the story,
most love, you know what I'm saying? So it's like it's kind of.
I was just saying the story there is.
I mean, is there a Ring?
Claudio and Eddie?
Is there a Ring of Honor event?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Final battle is all the way.
Not right now. Okay.
One thing I want to speak on about my man Orange Cassidy is this, and this thing only. Orange Cassidy with his Orange Punch could actually win fucking matches, and Roman Reigns with his Superman Punch can't win shit with that joint.
I'm just happy you switched belts on us like that. What the hell, man?
Yeah, I knew when Wildman Willis came on here. I knew he was going to get a Roman shot in.
Yeah. My man Orange Cassidy is proving everybody wrong. Everybody like he's a joke. He just come out there do that kick bullshit and all this and that, and he done proved for the almost year and a half, and he's one of the best champions on wrestling, regardless if it's mid card or upper card on anybody's show right now, because he shows off every week. He does something a little bit different in each of his matches.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy for him. That's why when I go to the wrestling show, who do I dress up as? I dress up as Orange Cassidy. Fuck that shit. The easiest cosplay to do. I can go get $1 pair of shades from the dollar store and call it a damn day. Orange, my man.
Hey, I could definitely say too, if y'all check out our page on #Hills for Life on YouTube, we could pull up the receipts. We had Enforcer, Chris, and Alex El Jefe literally giving Orange Cassidy their flowers. Just like a 1-minute clip, a short of that. So these guys have been fans of Orange Cassidy, and it's going to be interesting to see where he goes from that. So on that next match we have is the AEW Women's World Championship match. We have Hikaru Shida, who was the champion going into it, versus Toni Storm and Saraya of the Outcast faction, and Britt Baker, DMD. And we have Saraya coming out as the new champion, and Hikaru Shida has now ended her championship reign at like 26 days or something like that, I think. So she is now has the longest reign and the shortest
reign. I want to attack this first.
Okay, go ahead, Garland.
All right. Only have one issue with the result and one issue only. And I looked up the record to make sure that I wasn't tripping. Soraya's AEW record is 6-3. Now 7-3. That's basically my only issue with it. Now, granted, she's a big name. You want to put her in that spot. You know, like John just said, that's the money match. I understand it. I get it. But I feel bad for Hikaru Shida. She got her moment though, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a fan of the result. Understood why the result happened, but just not a fan of it. I'm not. That's just me. I know I'll probably get some shit for it, but
no,
not really a fan of the result. I felt like
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I feel like she didn't really like. When was the last time we seen her? Well, I mean, outside of course, for her to get into the match. When have we really seen her on like regular television in like one-on-one situations and stuff like that? Like that's kind of my thing there. But like I said, I could be reading into it too much, maybe. But the story is there. Of course, they won't Mercedes versus Saraya because the story tells itself. So Saraya was out of wrestling for years. Part of the blame was put on Mercedes. That's the story. It's beyond the title. Yeah. But like I said, I just wasn't really a fan of Saraya winning. But hey, you know, you like it, I love it. That's
This is my problem. My only problem is that I think at this stage, I think the women should have got more time. I think they should have got more time to showcase. I think this would have been their opportunity for even Tony could shut up people with saying book them better. Y'all remember that song, book them better. Yeah. This would have been a perfect opportunity. Yep. They got 8 minutes and 55 seconds. Get them 15 minutes. Get them out. Get them between 15 and 20 minutes. I think they would have said, all right, if these are the best 4 women in the world as y'all was promoting them, they should have got more time to show off their shit. We know Britt Baker could go. We know that Toni Storm could go. We know Sheeta could go. We know the sure we know back in the day could go, but you know, she's trying to get herself back in condition. And now you put the belt on her, she better get back to condition real quick, real fast. But 8
she
minutes
better be outside.
Yeah, I mean 8 minutes and 55 seconds in a big show like this, I think they could have gotten one. The match was fast paced. It told the story, especially when Toni Storm touched Saraya's mama, which was a no-no. But you know, Y'all know who her
That was
mama
another
is
fuck
now.
around and find out.
Exactly. So, and the whole family was there. So it could have been ugly. But the fact is, we got another story going on here in that 8 minutes 55 seconds because Ruby came out and got knocked on her ass, and she said, "All right, fine, it's on you now." And now it's possible that the Outcast is about to break up.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody next up?
Yeah,
I'll go.
Go ahead.
I'll
ahead,
go.
Willis.
I mean, I was gonna go.
Doesn't matter.
It's
One of
crazy.
y'all-
What's crazy for me is like this is her crowning moment. Like, and I knew it was gonna come sooner or later. And then like, okay, Saraya got probably in that type of way in that women's. But it was too quick. Like you said, Forster said, I agree with Forster. Like, it was that we could have really had at least, I say maybe 19 minutes. Maybe to the end, you know what I mean? So, but it was. I wasn't blaming them for going that little 8 minutes, but it was like, yeah, we had that moment, you know, yeah, fuck around and find out. Mommy, you hit me, you hit mommy. You hit mommy. She fucked around and found out. She really fucked around
Your
and found out.
service is nervous.
Rashida, I feel like you guys get. I'm good.
It's a little delay, but we could work with it. You good, Double K?
Hear me though? Right. Now I'm gonna end it with this though. Damn, that's just That's just all I can say right there. Damn. Yeah, and I'm gonna end it with that. Sorry, Rashida. Damn. Congratulations to Ray.
Well,
Yeah, she's on the top. She need to be the fuck outside. She's high. No high, dumbass outcast. It's time for you to be outside.
well, the way I look at that joint, it was enough time because a lot of matches on here might have seemed like they were long, but it was a lot of 7 and 8 minute matches on this show. The women's wrestling on here did have some equal time as a lot of other matches on this show, but it could have been longer. But you knew as soon as they announced that they was doing this show in London, and as soon as Saraya got into that tournament, we knew she was going to win this match. Because with AEW, what they like to do, they like to let the people win in their hometown if they going for the championship, which doesn't happen too much in most wrestling, period. Usually, if you in your hometown, two things is going to happen to you. You're going to get your ass beat or you're going to lose your title. But they broke that curse with this one. They actually let the hometown girl win the title. So I didn't mind that. And they actually told stories during the match. So we just have to see what's going on. But yeah, Saraya going to have to tie up her boots, tighten up that bra, and actually get in there and do some wrestling now.
Not tighten up the bra.
Hopefully her back is doing good and her neck doing good because she's gonna have to get in there to prove herself on.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I guess it might be a good sign. Maybe she's I guess they're starting to start releasing some of the restraints and starting to put a little bit more trust in. I guess she's good to go at this point. They put the belt on her.
Wait. Most importantly, keep Xavier Woods away from that damn belt.
Show him the way to the condom section.
Lord,
just saying. I mean, and Ziggy, I'm floating. I'm on cloud 9 right now. Okay, correct. You feel what I mean? For real. Like I could go in bare right now, but I believe in protection first.
Hey, you just came back from Wembley.
Whatever. I came back from the Atlantic Ocean. I'm just saying. Very much so. But anywho, about this fatal 4-way, the only thing that I'm going to say is that I think that Stefan I think he's on PMS right now. I think that he's looking into this a little bit. I think he's been a little bit harsh. If you really look at it, Saraya was going to win this shit. Like
Yeah.
it was come on now. We knew she was going to win because she was in her home country. We knew that shit. Now, I do agree with you when you say that the whole story is really about not only Saraya winning the title, but her and Mercedes is going to go at it sometime down the line. And also, the story was about toxic attraction. Oh, I'm sorry, not toxic attraction. I mean, DS attraction. It was, they're about to break up, and what really gave me life is that Tony slapped the hell out of Soraya's mother, which gave me life.
Bruh.
If y'all
God.
seen, if y'all ever seen any, but if y'all ever seen any of Soraya mom's past work, you know she gonna get that receipt somehow at some point in time. Her mom ain't no joke. That
She
whole family,
was.
that whole family
She
crazy.
was.
That whole family crazy.
Yes.
Got anything, T.O.?
I think the best spot in my eyes for that match and possibly the night was that sequence with Britt when she turned that DDT into that neck breaker. That shit was fire. The ladies should have got a little bit more shine. I think the ladies deserve their flowers though too. They put on a damn show, and I think just one women's match. I get it. You had a lot of ground to cover, but they could have easily slid in another women's show, maybe in 0 hour, maybe who knows.
Hey,
But
that
overall,
Kirstone spot was
great
nasty
fucking
too.
match.
Now,
Which
Yeah,
part?
that joint was tight.
It was.
Wait a minute. So 27 said that get the belt on Tony Storm soon. I don't know why he said that, but she should have never lost. Rock hard, Juice Robinson, the real winner tonight. He gets the winner's purse.
I mean, hey, it's his wife. He.
I mean, he getting in. He's rock hard for a reason. But I digress. Whatever. I mean, this is the same person that said that his nipples go off in the 4th of July. I still remember that shit. This shit is hilarious. It's very moist, but it's cool. Yeah, let's go on to the next match. Or do anybody?
All right. Next match we have is the coffin match with Sting and Darby Allin versus Swerve Strickland and the TNT.
I just want to say this one thing. I just want to say this one thing. That's another one I have to watch back. There's two of them.
Pause. Let him announce it first.
Hold on, guys. Let me get my little synopsis out.
I just gotta watch
I'll jump right out and let y'all get it. In the TNT champion Christian Cage. All right, now I'm finished.
Can I please go?
I just want to say I gotta watch that back.
Oh my god!
I also gotta watch it.
My head hurt. So a bat and a hand. That don't mean the match continues, but dreadlocks. His dreads was hanging. That match was continued. I was so upset. Like they closed the coffin, and his dreads is just hanging out. And the match was over. Like that part of his body, and then it Swerve. Like the booking of Swerve is confusing me. This dude got it, and you could have done this. This is my what if thing. You could have put Christian in there, which would make the title match next week 1-on-1, right? The match was funny. It was fun. Sting, Bunzai dropping, Christian to a table, or it was Swerve. It was a fun spot match. I was just going crazy on that ending with those dreads just hanging out in the coffin. Like it was like a Jamaican funeral.
We see. I thought, what's that one movie that when I guess them Jamaicans were
Cool Runnings.
Cool, exactly.
Yes,
that's exactly what this shit was.
Hey, man.
I bust out laughing when I seen the only thing left in the coffin was Swerve's dreadlocks.
That was funny.
I just said, so we're going to count the hand, but we're not going to count the dress. I think that was racist. I really believe that was like they weren't being thoughtful. That is still something that is part of Strickland's hair. They didn't account for it. They just said, well, I mean, and then the funny thing is that when they did the replay, they made sure not to look at that part. They
Dang.
did the other part, which
Mhm.
I was just like, that was very suspect. But I digress. We're not going to talk about that. So they knew that they fucked up. They thought that we weren't going to forget that shit. I didn't forget that shit, even in my drunken state, even now.
Thank
Even
you.
in my horny state, I still brought that shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you, Leon. This match
Leon was sitting next to me when we were, bro. He had me cracking up. Like
I
They
was.
should turn it into a storyline. To be honest with you,
Hey
that
man,
should be the storyline. The storyline should be him coming out on AEW television saying,
Yeah.
"I did not lose that match. My dreadlocks was hanging outside the coffin.
Exactly.
The dreadlocks is the part of my body. You said
Yeah.
that the whole rule to the coffin match is that the whole body has to be inside the coffin. My whole body
And
was inside the coffin."
it
Where
wasn't.
is Black Lives Matter? Where is the end?
Where is it right? Where is
are
Black Lives
y'all?
Matter when you see when you need them the most?
We should be
other
marching the
than-
highways right now for Swerve.
Right,
now.
Black
Yeah.
Lives Matter is too much worried about buying mansions and not worrying about our lives and worrying about our rights. But once again, I digress.
Dreadlocks matter.
You know why? You know why they didn't count that shit? Them shits was extensions anyway, so that's the reason why.
Got it.
Extensions do matter.
You got it.
Extensions matter. Edges matter. I mean, you better tell some of these bald-headed bitches.
They just paid for that shit last night, so it don't count.
And they'll walk around with them bonnets on with all that fake ass weed.
Wait. I want to comment on the extensions comment. You said they're extensions, right?
Extensions.
All right. Did he pay for them?
No,
I'm pretty sure he did, right? I'm pretty sure if he paid.
In the back with the makeup with the rest of the women with their extensions.
I'm just saying. Once they put in his head, they his.
Right.
Once they in his head, they his.
Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of the law.
That goes for Sasha Banks as well because she's bald headed too. You know what she has is super glue. That super glue wig that she has on.
That's that gorilla glue.
Edges and extensions, they do matter.
He said that's that gorilla glue.
Wait.
Yeah.
Question, and that's a question. I'm glad you brought her up. Y'all didn't show her during the Fatal 4-Way match. Would y'all show her during this match?
and part of the scissoring, but we'll get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
Monet, it's Monet.
All right. Let's see.
And then
Next.
Brenda ain't shit. She says that thank you as a female when they're added is length. Yes, we do care about edges. Well, I don't care about edges. Maybe my cousin did because what I'm saying, like he was on here and he was like whipping his edges and all that bullshit. But you get what I mean. Yes, edges and extensions do matter, especially for the bald-headed people. Yes, very much so. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking about Saraya. I mean, no, not Saraya. I'm not talking about Sasha. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Yeah.
All right. Next match we have Will Ospreay defeating Chris Jericho. Let's see what
One word. That's the only three matches. That's the only three matches in the event that I gotta watch back. I have to watch back.
That match.
This one
was better than I thought.
The coffin match.
Tell you that.
And the FTR and the Bucks.
Okay. Who wants to go first on this one? Who wants to give their thoughts on Chris Jericho and Will Ospreay?
I want to give my thoughts on this joint.
All right.
As much shit as everybody gives Chris Jericho being old man in the ring, he stutter steps once in a while, can barely do the line salt. Give this man credit. He did what he was supposed to do in that ring. Will Ospreay had to work around Chris Jericho being old, and they put on a hell of a good match. I'm glad they let Will Ospreay win the match, and I'm glad Chris Jericho has enough sense to know that he does not need to be winning this kind of match in 2023. So I'm happy about that. The only old timer on this whole show that's supposed to win is Sting. That's it. It's the only old timer that needs to win.
The crazy thing about this match is that Chris Jericho, and I said this on the pre-show, when Chris Jericho cares, he shows out. When he gives a damn, like we saw this a long time ago. When he gave a damn with Kenny Omega, when he gave a damn with Eddie Kingston. When he gives a damn, and he lose that gut for a week or two, he gives a damn, and he puts on a show. And he was catching up with Will. Yeah, he botched one big botch, but who gives a fuck? He caught up with no one didn't think he's gonna catch up with Will Ospreay. Ospreay is one of the best right now as we speak today, and I'm not disappointed with the match. I mean, we all said it, and a lot of people. It's not the match we wanted. We wanted Will Ospreay Kenny 3, but and we was a little. I mean, even me, I was like, oh no. But I know Chris Jericho years like, yo, this is what he made his career off of. You don't think I could do it? Okay, fine. I take that challenge. He did it when like no one didn't think he was gonna be undisputed champion. No one think he was gonna lead WWE. No one didn't think this. No one think that. He always proved you wrong. This match was surprisingly. It's not surprising. We all know it was good, but it was surprising to me that he could catch up with Will Ospreay. That's what was lovely to me. He caught up with him, and then he didn't look like. How Will said it, he didn't like Kota Ibushi when he was into it from the moment. The drilling. I just got a problem with him trying to think he's Freddie Mercury and doing the Freddie Mercury damn thing doing his little concert and shit. But other than that, it was a good match. I don't rate nothing. It was a good match. So congratulations to both.
Overachieved. That's my comment on it. It overachieved. He did, like you said, when he puts forth an effort. It turns out great. There's a lot that can be discussed in this match. The main thing I want to point out is that he gave Will Ospreay the honor of being the first one to kick out the Judas Effect. Nobody that was Chris Jericho's final boss move, and Will Ospreay kicked out of that. The other thing that does is this adds another major victory for Will Ospreay. So let's run down the list, shall we? He's beat Shingo Takagi. He's beaten Kazuchika Okada. He's beaten Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho in 2 months. That's major names for you in like a short amount of time. You got to put Will Ospreay in that discussion as one of the best wrestlers in the world at this moment. You have to put him in that discussion.
He's not done, bro. Don't forget that he got Mount Fuji later on this month. He got defended on the United Kingdom title against
Zack Sabre Jr.
Yoshi, and Zack Sabre Jr. in the Royal Quest. This dude is a workhorse. He should be. I mean, if there's anybody that got doubt, which I doubt, but if anybody got doubt about Will Ospreay's credentials, you better go to Wikipedia and find out or ask somebody. Shit. Goddamn, this dude been doing it for a good long time. So catch up, go on YouTube, watch his matches, have some fun, get some popcorn, smoke some weed, get a drink, sit down. It's gonna be a while because you gonna learn something. Will Ospreay is that. Oh wait, any Triple H fans here? Will Ospreay is that damn good.
He's the Billy Goat, not the Goat, not just the Billy
the
Goat.
Billy Goat.
Wait, what's the Billy Goat?
Yes. Will Ospreay.
I don't know. What's that term in professional wrestling?
It's Will Ospreay's short for William is Bill.
Oh,
Billy Goat.
Billy the Goat.
Okay.
One thing about this match that kind of stood out is that the lack of interaction between Jericho and Don Callis. So I'm assuming that story is over with, and he's gonna pivot more towards Sammy Guevara.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because they had the thing with the photo, the painting or whatever with Don Callis and Chris, and they really didn't interact during this match. So I guess I don't know if they're gonna circle back to it later or.
Which was weird to me.
But yeah.
Will, I think Will was his hired assassin, as they said on commentary. So he took care of that little thing, and then what Chris Jericho go do now is, or Sammy, it's gonna be him and Sammy and you can make a story there too because day one of AEW, Sammy was his right hand man. You know, wherever Chris goes, Sammy go. Inner Circle, Jericho Appreciation. He's the only person. If you don't mind me stealing your words, Chris, he's the only person that became a star in that Inner Circle group. He was the true MVP. So,
okay.
What about that shooting
there's gonna be
star?
a story there.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tone. You had cut out. My bad, bro. Go ahead. What you were saying?
I was just saying that one thing Chris Jericho gonna say to start the story off is "I made you," you know. So that's pretty much how it's gonna start from right there.
One move that I did like was the shooting star press from the top rope when Jericho is draped over the ropes. I thought that was kind of a cool spot from Ospreay. But let's see. Following up, we have the Trios Championship match. We have the House of Black versus the Acclaim and Billy Gunn.
You mean the House of White
match?
Badass Billy Gunn, sir. Badass Billy Gunn. Thank you very much.
I'm an ass man.
Bump, bump.
Jillian Hart got sent.
I'm an ass man.
Bump, bump.
Yeah.
He feeling it. Jillian Hart got scissored.
Is that
Lee Johnson ain't gonna be happy about that.
Technically a scissor though?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
listen, man, that's as much as
is
you
it
go
more like
that interview.
Is it more like a spork? You know what I mean?
A what?
Like a spork. You know how the spork is a spoon and a fork at the same time, so it's kind of like a spork.
No, it was definitely a fork.
Okay.
All right, so that's what y'all got to say about the match. I guess it wasn't too memorable.
I love the tribute at the beginning. I love the tribute. The quick shout out to Bray with I think it was Buddy Murphy. Buddy holding the lantern when they came out. Yep. Other than that, though, I mean the match was pretty solid. It was a cool down match. That's all it was. It was a cool down match.
And are y'all okay with the Acclaim winning the
Yeah,
it was a
championship? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that the House of Black did the whole Bray Wyatt joint. They ain't just had the lantern; they had the fireflies up on the Titantron as well. So I thought that was cool, much cooler than probably what they did on SmackDown. But I ain't watched the show, so I can't really comment. But yeah, I thought House of Black came out there and showed pretty good respect to Bray Wyatt. And I love the fact that even though they lost the match, they handed the guys the titles and walked off. So I like that House of Black, even though they dirty and they bad guys, they still have a sense of honor. So I think that's cool.
I mean, they kept their word. They said if you are man enough to beat us, we will hand you these belts.
Yeah.
And for the record, SmackDown did a wonderful job doing the tribute to Bray Wyatt. Not so much to Terry Funk, but to Bray Wyatt, they did Bray Wyatt right.
Even though they should have treated him right when he was here on Earth, but I digress.
We're not doing this today.
Okay.
Hey, no,
Don't get me started.
Get it in my face.
That was petty. That was
We was in the space. We was doing it in the space.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
We're gonna move on.
T.O. came in there and we.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Hey.
he was definitely. He
But
was definitely
at
going
the
on.
end of-
I had no
at the end of the day,
choice. I had to let him.
But at the end of the day, the match served its purpose. And I think all in all, it was to give Billy Gunn another run. Give Billy Gunn something that he's known for, tag team wrestling. You know what I mean? His singles run wasn't all that, but he's known for his tag team. And for him to be at this age, I mean, yes, Sting is doing it this long, and there's other older wrestlers are still doing it. But to give him something to get him out of bed, get his old joints, the aches, make it worth his while. Why not give him this belt? You know what I mean? So it made sense to me.
Yeah. And I'm glad they waited until the end of the night to have the match so it could be perfectly dark outside for when it was time for House of Black to come out, so you can see all the flashlights from the cameras in the arena. So I'm glad they waited until almost the last match of the night to have that match, so you can get that visual.
And to get with Billy Gunn, I think this is possibly his best run since the Attitude Era. We all agree with that. And he deserved it. Like, yo, this dude actually was a coach for a lot of people that's kind of NXT and AEW. So they give him his flowers. You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, you in the Hall of Fame, but you're in the Hall of Fame under DX. You're not in the Hall of Fame by yourself. So we giving you your flowers. Like, yo, you got a handprint in a lot of people. FTR, goddamn DIY. Now we're going to claim you. Like, honestly, to be honest with you, your sons is doing good. So we're giving you your flowers. You deserve this last run. And I mean, I love it.
Like to me, is like watching them and being a fan of DX Invasion, and now the whole DX was so crazy because at some point, some to do them. Some of them had to act them outside of what was and how they were fucking up shit and kicking your motherfucking door down and pissing on your couch and shit like that. Like back in the day, like it was Billy now as and he's done ushered in this like it's kind of like him in the spotlight now with the it should be. It was dope. AEW tag team. I feel like he was, even though it seemed like it was all of them. Now literally Billy can get him to claim having it with what I'm saying. So it's kind of like for me, I'm happy for Billy. Like I'm definitely happy for Billy, and it's dope to see like feel good for hard working motherfucking wrestlers that we never see get it. Sometimes.
This man went from saying "suck it" to "scissor me, daddy."
There's nothing wrong with scissor me, daddy. There's nothing wrong with that.
And that motherfucker, them catch slogans made.
Oh man, he's
had shirts and shit. I see people looking at kids back in the day, like kids with the asses on the shirt, and then they had the WWE stamp, the WWF stamp on them, so that's how you know it was official. I'm like, what the fuck? The motherfuckers was a man.
Cool. All right, guys. The last match of the night is upon us. We had the AEW World Championship match. Let me pull up the graphic. The AEW World Championship match, we had MJF versus Adam Cole, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, but now pulling double duty and are now going for the AEW World Championship is up for grabs. What are y'all thoughts, fellas?
They killed it. They killed it from beginning to end.
I got this.
And there was also a double pin. They had to restart the match and everything. So, what y'all think?
Like, I think, and Roderick Strong, get you another friend, bro. Like, get you another friend. Over for you, bro. I'm so sorry. I'm a realist. So if I see something, I know that it's big. Roderick Strong, please get you a. You didn't cost your boy the title because I'm pretty sure kind of did like little level because the spots would have been more different in the match. But I'm kind of like the double pin was kind of all right. Ooh. Will we see it again? Will we see Adam Cole and MJF? I just don't know when. That I really wanted to see a winner, even if MJF won or Adam Cole won. I didn't really care. But Roderick Strong, like, bro, you out there with that goddamn neck in front of 80,000, and you talking about, oh, here, hit a title. I'm your best. I'm your still ass to the back. Do another friend. I don't do no more.
Hey, bro, shake it off. Let's shake it off. That's all.
Who's up next, Tone?
Because he talking about we've been friends for years and shit. Yeah, some years friends gotta break up.
Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So I was just saying, shake it off. Roderick, just shake it off. But at the match was a roller coaster. they put the shirts on. It was playing, and then it got physical. Adam Cole, he went from friendly to business. MJF was confusing me. Like I was waiting for him to use that damn ring. He didn't use it. Uh, he finally hit a dive. It was mayhem, but like I said, it got to a point that it was layers. It's another layer to this rivalry, or a layer to this friendship, or whatever this is with MJF face turn or tweener, whatever they call it now. But Adam Cole is the question now. Like I'm still thinking that it's Dylan said, it's a plot. This plot is thicker now. Like, okay, you didn't win, but are you gonna cost this man the title, or what you gonna do with him? Like, we don't know what's gonna be next. I love it because now I'm not gonna say this is the bloodline for them, but it's interesting. It's interesting to find out what's gonna happen on Wednesday and then on All Out. So I was entertained. I love the match.
I want to say this. When it comes to the match, it's a culmination for both guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, remember, like before Adam Cole even signed with AEW, people was like, "Is this the right decision for him? He's gonna get lost in the shuffle, all this and that. They're not gonna know what to do with him. He shouldn't have left WWE, all this and that stuff like that." And he just main evented the biggest paid, wrestling attendance show in wrestling history. Look at MJF. MJF is what, 27, I think, 27, 28, something like that. Main evented the biggest paid wrestling show in history. It's amazing what these two have accomplished, and it all led to this moment. And like I said, that's just speaking outside the storyline. The storyline itself is amazing. Just like we talked a little bit during the pre-show, and just like we're mentioning now, I love the result of the match because we don't know where this heading to. And as a wrestling fan, I love that because we don't know where it's heading to. And that makes the ride more enjoyable, this journey that we're all going on collectively as a fan base. So shouts out to both men. They killed it tonight in the match. I love that it originally ended in a draw because of the double pin, and then it's like, fuck it, we finna continue. And I just can't wait to see where it heads to. And I'm here for the ride. I'm looking at it as a wrestling fan, not as a podcaster. I'm not going to try to guess or speculate how it's going to end or anything like that. I'm enjoying the ride when it comes to the storyline between Adam Cole and MJ.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to say this.
With Teal was
Oh, he can go. Yeah, he can go.
No, Chris, go ahead.
Nope, you can go.
No, you go ahead.
No.
What's this? Go. I insist. One of y'all
Chris, go.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to go.
Y'all almost like Adam Cole and MJF.
We are.
They really are. They really are.
They really are.
Yeah.
Though. That's the worst part about it.
He go. He's go. I don't want to go.
All right, well, Willis go.
Let me go then.
No, I'll go. Okay. So,
okay.
as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted. No, I'm just playing. Okay, so I did not expect for this new storyline between them to manifest and to go as far as it has gone. Like, they are literally the hottest team right now in pro wrestling history right now, or pro wrestling right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying, in today's wrestling or whatever. I am so drunk right now. Oh my god.
I was about to say, what you drinking?
Bro, like, I've been on this Jack Daniels for a minute. Okay, so my whole thing is that
Jackie?
Yeah, I'm sipping on the Jackie. But anyway, Adam Cole and MJF have put on a really good show. And you can tell that AEW really believes in them because they did double duty this evening. You know what I'm saying? Double duty. So they are the Ring of Honor champions And also they got like this little feud or this little, I guess friendly fire. But then the one person that is really bothering me the most, and that is Adam Cole's best friend right now in the neck brace or the neck beard or whatever.
Roddy.
Yes, he is bothering me. So he
Karen.
needs to either Kevin, not Karen, but Kevin.
Yes.
So he needs to get his shit together, find him some. I mean, he got 2 other friends. Why is he so conscious about? I'm your friend. I think Adam Cole basically said, I don't fuck with you anymore, so I'm gonna move on. Now the theatrics that in between Adam Cole, right, but the theatrics between Adam Cole and MJF was fucking hilarious from beginning to end. I'm glad that MJF has found his new face turn. I'm liking it. I'm so used to him being a scumbag, but a scumbag as a face.
He still is a scumbag. Yeah, he's our scumbag.
And then also the entrance.
He still is a scumbag.
The entrance was dope. I'm just mad that the camera actually caught somebody pushing him to the ring, but whatever. It's just I'm like I said, I point out like little shit like that, but overall, I digged it. I dig the whole, teasing us, giving us like, first it was a draw, then he talked, and then MJF does not have no filter. Y'all motherfuckers always talking about me not having a filter. This man was on National Television talk about fuck this. We're going to go to sudden death. Fuck this. Let's do this. I'm like, oh, okay. But I'm glad that MJF did win. And I would just say this. MJF has came a long way from last year walking out the company to still being one of the hottest, biggest names in the fucking wrestling business. So I'm proud of MJF. He came a long way. And I knew that they need MJF. They really need MJF. MJF has really came a long way. And him taking the lead at 27, just phenomenal. Just it was just a great pay-per-view. I enjoyed it.
Hey, can I ask y'all a question real quick? That we, you brought up a good point about MJF. Here's the kind of sobering reality. When September hits, you know what that means, right? Three months left until the bidding war of 2024.
Oh no!
Do you really believe that shit?
He already signed. He already signed.
I'm playing into the storyline. Obviously, he probably more than likely resigned.
If he haven't signed yet,
bro. He's not talking about that shit anymore.
If he hasn't signed yet, he's gonna put on a couple more. I know he's not, but if he hasn't signed yet, he is definitely gonna be like, I want to put on some more shit for you, Tony. If my motherfucking body and my neck line.
And first of all, why in the fuck would I want to go to the WWE anyway? I mean, he is. I'm telling you, if you want him to go to the WWE, he is not going to be the version that you guys like so much.
Exactly.
He is going to be watered down to the point where he is going to be a lesser MJF. He's going to be a lesser Miz.
Let's educate y'all for a minute. Y'all wanted Bullet Club over there. Y'all got the OC. Y'all wanted the actual King of Strong style. You got what we got with the Nakamura. Was that the King of Strong style? No, it wasn't. We got El Generico. They changed it to Sami Zayn. When we got the Kevin Steen, they call him Kevin Owens. Do y'all want MJF to really go over there? You don't want this MJF to go over there because he won't be MJF. He'd be Maxwell something else.
I mean, you sitting here talking about get your bag or whatever, but when you get your bag, you're not going to get the version that you want.
Right.
So you can get the bag, but you're gonna lose one or the other. You get your bag, but you're not going to be presented like you was when you was in AEW. So I mean, it is what it is. And then a person that has not shown up in God knows how long. What's up, hey Ben? I miss you, brother. Hopefully you come back to the show. And I'm loving your weight loss journey. I'm loving it.
Shout out to AB. Yeah. I want to say this real quick. I'm kind of torn because I'm trying to get into the head of MJF. That's kind of hard to get into. A part of me says that he knows his worth. He knows where he's going to be treated as such. As the star that he is in this industry, he should stay in AEW. A part of me is like, But another part of me is like, I'm afraid that WWE may offer him a bag so big that he does not give a fuck what they do with him creatively over there. He's getting paid at the end of the day. But like I said, I think his will to be the top guy in the business is stronger than his need to get the biggest bag possible. And he's going to stay in AEW. Hopefully that's his mindset.
The only rebuttal I might have to that,
We
Stefan,
know
is with
we know what his draw is. We know what his draw is, but it's not like we're gonna sit here and be like, well, gives him the biggest, gonna go where he's comfortable and all this. No, he's on A right now as it's world, and he's doing it either with Cole or without Cole, and he's doing it with whoever or without whoever, and he's gonna keep doing this. He's gonna put on top performances. It took a long time for me to really stick on the MJF wave, and that as a realist, I'm really growing into this shit to be like, yeah, he's a fucking nut. He's a fucking scumbag. But he's our scumbag. At the end of the day, he's gonna tell us how he feels. He's gonna go out there and he's gonna be the best professional wrestler in the world, one of the best professionals in the world.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's about. I don't think it's about the bag. That's what I'm saying. He's not up there and rag Tony Khan or try to hang Tony Khan and be like, this big bag to stay. If he wants the motherfucker to stay, he's gonna. That bag probably will be big, either to go or stay in AEW. Go to WWE or stay in AEW.
Z, you had a point?
Oh no, it wasn't a big point. It was just saying that with Endeavor jumping in, I think the days of just giving like enormous bags to people, those days is over, because WWE has to answer to Endeavor, and I know WWE. WWE does have a part to play in it, but they can't just start willy-nilly just be handing deals out and different things like that. So
I totally agree on that.
I mean, look at Edge. Like Edge, he's having to sit down and think about what he wants to do, because I'm sure the numbers are a little different now on this contract negotiation table than it was a little bit further.
Same with Drew. I think that's why they're both holding out before renewing the new deal. They want to see how this Endeavor thing is going to go down. Once they see how this Endeavor thing goes down, then we'll hear talks about them deciding on a new contract and stuff like that. But I agree with you, Zig. I think they're waiting to see how this Endeavor shit going to go down, because like you said, the dollar signs ain't gonna be the same like it was before, because now you have this other entity playing into that, and they may not want to offer big money like that. They might be like, you know what, go ahead, go over there, entertain AEW. We're not gonna offer you that money. Go ahead, bye bye, see you later.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'm just gonna say this. Tonight's show has really put AEW on the map. Whether they want to believe it or not, whether the WWE loyalists want to believe that or not, AEW has really, really have got people looking at them now. They're like, okay, they ain't playing. They just like literally damn near sold out Wembley Stadium, and they're going back next year. You know what I'm saying?
Which is smart.
And on top of that, they got another pay-per-view coming up next Sunday. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see everybody up there talking about this. This is the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. So they are so concerned about, and this is the stupidest people that was on Twitter and talking about this shit. Talking about, oh well, Collision is going against fucking Payback or whatever. First of all, who is going to fucking watch Payback anyway with that fucking card? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, number one, I'm definitely going to be doing channel surfing next weekend, because like I mean that card is really not shit to me. But once again, I love wrestling. It doesn't even matter. WWE, AEW, we won tonight.
We won as fans. We did. We won as fans.
So that's why I say I'm not like exactly worried about that. But at the same time, it's like people just need to understand it's like you got an alternative, and then you got the big dog. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't like the main shit, then go to the alternative. That's all.
But the thing is, I need people to understand this. This is not 1999. This is 2023. So you could guess what? You could watch Payback
The next
and
day.
Collision. No, and Collision at the same time, or you could do like you just said the next day. Or so this is the thing. We got opportunity. We can watch wrestling. If we miss it, if I was stupid enough, and keyword stupid enough to miss All In today, I could have watched it later on tonight. I could have watched it tomorrow. I could watch it tomorrow if I want to now, because I can watch it anytime I want. This is the world we live in now. We got enough wrestling because back in like 2002
on demand.
We only had one person to watch. We only had one person to watch 20 years ago. Now wrestling is everywhere. We got all these companies, even independent companies are getting fed to the point they're getting TV deals. So when it comes to wrestling and like tonight and like hell, like you just said, Payback is on next week. Collision. Then guess what? All Out is on Sunday. And if you're into Japan got a show and all this stuff. GCW. All these shows are making a living because of the success that is happening right now between WWE, AEW, and other shows that have these shows like this. When it comes to MJF, let me tell you this right now. It don't matter if you go to WWE and he stay in AEW. This man's stock has risen this year. And by everybody that said he can't do this, he can't do that, he can't do that, he proved each and every one of you motherfuckers wrong. All right.
And I bet you motherfuckers are going to be the same ones that going to want MJF to come to the WWE next year feel some type of way. And you remember them little daddy wipes or whatever they were promoting on YouTube? Half you motherfuckers actually need that shit. You need to wipe your ass and like let you and you need to stop saying that, you know, I'm a WWE fan and they can't do this or whatever. You are too fucking moist over a fucking company that does not really care about their fans unless you are putting money into their company.
Pockets.
Other than that, AEW just told you, like, bro, we're having fun. We don't give a fuck what you got to say. We're coming back next year and we're gonna do what we did tonight.
Bro,
I want to be petty a little bit.
Hold on, real for a minute. When y'all get a chance after this, go to the media scrum with MJF. MJF just even said what you just said, Chris. He said we are a bunch of fucking misfits here, but we having fun being fucking misfits here.
I am enjoying being a misfit.
And the thing is with MJF, like I said, with MJF, he's proving everybody wrong. He had these bangers matches with Bryan Danielson. He had a great match with the Pillars match, but it was a great match. It was great storytelling. Adam Cole again tonight. He's only 27, y'all. He's only 27. So whatever decision he make, if he got a good fan base, they follow him, that's great. Again, great for wrestling. But what y'all need to understand, what happened today. What happened today just put a whole definition of AEW. Watch, I'm telling you, when they say the numbers for Dynamite that this week, it's probably double or triple whatever they used to get. They probably get their million that they always try to get a weekly basis, if I'm not mistaken. They probably get that.
That AEW bank about to have a Brinks truck back up in that motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Let me cut in real quick. I just wanted to give you guys some great news. This is, in a very long time, our highest viewing show in a very long time. And then also, I want to just know too, and thank you for Antonio for bringing this up the day before yesterday. Our 5th year anniversary is coming up, and we are going to be planning huge for the show. I don't know what, but we are going to be doing something. This is going to be like in October or something like that. Yeah, the 5th year anniversary of #Kills for Life. I just wanted to say, just come on, just say this. I appreciate each and every one of you for just looking for viewing us and giving us all of this fucking love. Like, I just was not expecting for this podcast to be so huge the way it's been growing for like the last 5 years or whatever. And like I said, once again, we are going to give back, and we always been giving back. And next Sunday, I will be viewing. I will be streaming for you guys for All Out. So yes, so we will be streaming All Out on our Discord. If you're not following us on our Discord, I will be sending you guys the link.
I got you, bro.
So thank you
for that. In the chat.
And remember,
I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it.
Remember to
share it all day. You know that.
We are almost. Thank you, Double K. We're almost at YouTube partner. I think we got like about
We're a little over halfway there.
Yeah, so we're almost there. So I just want to. Do we have ladies on our podcast? I'm glad that you brought that up, Brenda, because we will be bringing ladies on our podcast. We've been talking about that, so we will be doing that. If you are interested, all you gotta do is just holler at us, and we will definitely we'll discuss. We'll definitely do that. So I just want to just kind of break in and give you guys your flowers. Please like the podcast, the numbers, the viewership, and the comments. It's just been phenomenal. So I just wanted to just come on here and just say thank you. Appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Oh, when I'm gonna do a podcast with Vince Russo, me and Stevie have to discuss that, but I know that's in the works, but I will let you know when.
Chris Dillsworth.
Monumental.
I can't believe he even came for me, because all I got to say is Bash at the Beast 2000, and you up there sitting up here talking about you need your flowers, and you almost destroy 2 companies. So but I digress.
That shit's going.
But other than that, yes. So other than that,
to be expect me to drink and smoke.
Yes. I
got some final thoughts.
Go ahead.
Well, since I didn't get a chance to talk about the main event like I wanted to, but that joint was fire. That's how you tell a story during the title match. MJF and Adam Cole. You don't know which way it's going. You don't know who's going to turn on who. You don't know what's going to happen next. I'm glad that's how they're doing it with this title, and it's not predictable like Bloodline, but I'm gonna leave that one alone because we all know who's gonna end up winning that at WrestleMania 40. So it takes the fun out of everything. With this, you don't know what the hell is gonna happen. Even next week, you don't know what's gonna happen. So this pay-per-view was one of the best wrestling pay-per-views I've seen in a long time. Because every person that won was supposed to win the night, and everything made sense. And I haven't seen a pay-per-view make sense in a very long time. So yeah, that's my final thought. And wrestling fans, we all should be happy. And I'm happy because I got the chance to see a nice pay-per-view, and I got a chance to hang out with you guys tonight. So that made it even better. Now I can go to work and look pitiful tomorrow.
Man.
Yes, and remember that Cody Rhodes have ended racism and the plantations. He did.
Double K.
Yeah, right. I knew Chris was it. I ain't say nothing.
Even in my drunken state.
Got any final thoughts, Double K?
Yeah, but you know, I'll give you guys your flowers. Huh? I mean, I want to add. I just want to add this. Like that's for you. And going on 3 years, right?
5 years.
Yeah,
it'll be 5 years.
I mean, I'm following you guys. Like I've been in touch with you, Chris, and you and T.O. about going on like 3 years, right? Like
about a year.
Almost 2 years. Almost 2 years.
You kill it.
Your service is nervous.
Your service is nervous.
Right? Anyway, I'm gonna end this.
There you go.
You going out, Double K?
Cause we chill it. Like, yeah, I give you guys your flowers all the.
We appreciate it, Double K. I think you was trying to give us our flowers.
About. Yeah.
It's super nervous.
Yeah, you going in and out, bro. No, we appreciate you.
We appreciate you, Double K.
We do. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
T.O.
Yo, we had a very emotional week, but we ended it on a positive note. Like, do you guys see that? Like,
that's a good point.
Can you guys like really get that through some of y'all skulls, even the ones who just really, really stubborn and want to be stuck in their ways. We had a very, very emotional week to end it on a positive note. A beautiful show, a strong show. You know what I mean? And that hit on so many different levels. We got title changes that we didn't see coming. We have an angle that is being built more and more and more. It's just there's a new layer to it. You know what I mean? So to see have that and see that, but then to almost have it kind of overshadowed again by the same individual who loves to just have the spotlight on them, I think it just is ridiculous. But let's just try to push that to the side and just be grateful that we had one of the top 15 mid carders in wrestling history to grace us on a pre-show of Jeff Jarrett.
Man, y'all gotta go back and watch the pre-show to get that.
Okay, because I was like totally lost, bro.
Because T.O. and Stefan had us cracking up, bro.
You really gonna go there? You really gonna go there with that? You just had to mention that. Had to mention it.
Great show, great week. Make sure that you check on your strong ones, because it's the strong ones that you assume they're doing great are the ones that are having the hardest time. You know what I mean? Reach out to somebody, let them know, hey, you know what? I care about you. I love you, because when the next morning, some people are not waking up in the morning. And those are the ones that you're holding a grudge against, or the ones that you're assuming that they're the toughest ones. So make sure y'all take care of each other out there.
Well said.
Man, I want to start my final thoughts by being petty a little bit. I remember when they first announced that they were going to do All In. I think when they announced it, it's like many, many months ago. I think the cookout might have still been around. We was in a Twitter space, and the question was asked in there: Can they sell out this show? Can they sell all these seats, or sell a majority of these seats in Wembley Stadium? I remember me. I remember Chris. I remember pretty much like our cast, basically, for the most part, and maybe a few people that's not a member of the cast saying that they can do it. But I also remember people saying that, nope, it's impossible. They can't do it. Even after we gave them reasons why we know they can do it, Enforcer pointed out one of the most important reasons. One, they're in the UK market. That's a guarantee. That's an easy bucket right there. On top of that, you underestimate the power of wrestling fans when it comes to them wanting an alternative. That's two. Three, you underestimate the power of people that's wanting to make history. That's another one. When the tickets went on sale and they sold 65,000 out the gate, that should have put into reality that anything is possible when it comes to the professional wrestling industry, and anything is possible when you have lapsed fans that are looking for something outside of the normal, WWE product. They're looking for alternative to professional wrestling. We fast forward to today. They had 81,000 people in Wembley Stadium in one of the best wrestling shows of our lifetime. I just want to be petty by saying, for those of y'all that didn't believe in them, I hope y'all look fucking stupid right now. I hope y'all look fucking ignorant right now. Normally I ain't that direct like that, but fuck it. I got the crew here with me. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna be petty. I hope y'all eat y'all fucking words. Y'all, most of you naysayers out there said they couldn't do it. Y'all said they wouldn't even crack 50,000. Y'all said they wouldn't even crack 30,000. They did 81,000. And hopefully this should put into your mind to change your outlook on professional wrestling and realize that we're on our way to a new boom period that's good for the professional wrestlers, that's good for the wrestling fans. At the end of the day, like Chris said earlier, we win as wrestling fans. You should be happy. You should be very happy that this show was successful. That means that for years and years to come, that we're going to be entertained regardless, all the way around the board. Whether you're a fan of WWE, whether you're a fan of AEW, whether you're a fan of New Japan, GCW, Pro Wrestling Noah, DDT, fucking OTT in Ireland, Rev Pro in Progress in the UK. Don't matter what your flavor is. CMLL, AAA in Mexico. Doesn't matter what your flavor is. You should be happy that professional wrestling across the board is interesting again. And the fact that they're able to sell 81,000 seats in Wembley Stadium. WrestleMania was able to sell a record amount of tickets during the pre-sale. That should let you know professional wrestling is becoming interesting again. And us as fans, we should revel in the fact that we're winning. So I just wanted to take my time and my final thoughts to tell the last fan or the fans that's still on this fucking tribalism bullshit, this WWE elitist bullshit or AEW elitist bullshit. Stop, knock that shit. Enjoy wrestling. If you call yourself a wrestling fan, that's what you need to be, a wrestling fan. Enjoy wrestling. Enjoy spending time with the people that you care about. If anything, the tragedies that we had earlier this week should let you know that life is too short to be on some toxic bullshit in this wrestling industry. That should let you know something. Bray Wyatt should have been awake. Bray Wyatt passing away at the age of 36 should have been a wake-up call to you. Stop bringing your toxic nature into an industry that is an escape for all of us wrestling fans. This is an escape for us. I'm pretty sure a good amount of us that is watching this or that is on this panel right now already deal with life-to-life bullshit. The last thing we need is for toxic people to make their way into the thing that we love the most. If you call yourself loving wrestling, then love it. But don't knock people because they prefer this and they prefer that. Be a wrestling fan. So I'm just going to end this real quick. I know I'm long-winded. I went on long enough. Kind of some of the same sentiments I said last night. Learn to be nice to one another. Learn to be cool with one another. Celebrating the fact that we had an amazing wrestling show. And, man, just enjoy wrestling. That's all I got to say.
Man, cooking.
Nice.
Chef Real.
But Roman's still trash.
You ain't learned nothing that this man just said.
You didn't learn that goddamn thing.
You ain't learned that goddamn thing.
No, I was waiting on it. I'm glad y'all brought Wild Man on here. Wild Man, y'all, before Enforcer speaks, Wild Man's been a major supporter of this podcast.
No, facts.
And
facts.
Major supporter. He shared, he subscribed. This man been on the front line for Hills for Life Wrestling Podcast, and just an honor to have you. I'm not sure if you remember, Wild Man. Remember when we first met? We met in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We went to the PWE show.
Yeah,
that's my first.
With the raggedy ass cage, right?
Yeah, that raggedy ass steel cage. Yo, that cage was raggedy as fuck. But that's the first time I met. That's the first time I met Wild Man Willis. I met Timmy. Shout out to Timmy. I hope he's doing all right. And Jackie Moon.
Dang, Willis. Yeah, right. I know. Right, Brenda. Willis.
Okay.
We got the wild card and the wild man.
I know, right?
Yep. Yes.
It's some wild thing.
It's the attention getter. He is the attention. What's good, bro?
I don't know why you put on me. I can't follow Reverend Garland. That was a sermon, man. I can't follow that. But I'm gonna keep it short and sweet. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe. Rest in peace, Sheiky Baby. Rest in peace, Terry Funk. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace to the voice of Harley Quinn. Rest in peace to Bob Barker. Mental health is very important. So, cherish your loved ones and love them every day. And that's pretty much all I gotta say. I had a great time, great wrestling weekend. It finished off on a happy note, and hopefully we can keep this momentum going. So that's all I gotta do. Bless.
Cool. Also, as a moderator, I want to apologize to you, Willis. You didn't get a chance to go in that last segment. That's on me, bro. I apologize for that.
I did my little say. I'm good.
Hey, man, everybody be trying to jump in. I be having to,
I know how it is. You got to rank.
Nah, my bad, dog.
These dudes. I know how it is.
But
wrestling.
Yeah, it's just about wrestling. Everybody's excited. We're having a good time, and that's pretty much what I wanted to say. Is just this is the good side of wrestling. You know, look how happy everybody is. This is when we just remember the fandom of wrestling. This is what wrestling is about. So
yeah, I got to say my piece, and
yeah.
still before we go, Roman's still some trash, no matter what.
Oh, see, he gonna still get his question on Roman. So, Chris, we need to get Alex El Jefe on here with Willis.
Oh Lord,
Lord, because you know Alex El Jefe is he's the Roman supporter.
Wait, All Star. Wait, you gotta have All Star too. All Star is a Roman Reigns fan too. You gotta have both of them on there.
Like Roman Reigns, no
even
Roman
though
like Roman Reigns, that joint kind of like Fred Sanford used to go.
Oh Lord!
But Ziggy is trash. That's
wait, what I
do? No, trash because I don't let you you don't let me get away with anything. I don't let your black ass get away with anything. Because number one, your ass was stirring the pot like a motherfucker. You know? And then you didn't have to put me on screen.
I was like, I let you say your piece, sir.
Yeah. But you trash for stirring the pot. You know, I'm gonna call you the Wicked Witch of the West. So the East, the West, or
Wizard Eyes.
Yes, I am. You might.
What did I do?
What?
I catch the most strays on this show.
No, you talking about we got to get them on here so they can start beefing and shit.
I'm just saying, it's two opposing. As a moderator, those are two opposing opinions. They'll make a good show.
Anyone
I mean, he's the lone baby face on the Hill show now that
he's the shady face. Yes, he is. Very much.
What is wrong with putting two people with opposing opinions on the show, and you don't want people on here agreeing the whole time?
Let me know when you had that debate. I would love to come on here because I got
what's wrong with him?
About him.
Nothing. I'm just like
I can't stand that man. I hate that man.
You know that you just
face.
Very much so.
All right, now that with that the uncle enforcer. All right, now.
All right.
Y'all get away from that. Y'all get away from that stove.
Anybody but you.
Anybody but you. Anybody but you. Stop that bullshit.
All right, now.
All right, now.
Yeah, you gotta bug the eyes out there. All right, now.
Anybody but you.
All
right, now.
All right. Not that bullshit.
Oh, shit. But no, did everybody go before we depart?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Good. Okay.
Did T.O. go?
Yeah, T.O.
You went T.O.?
I just want to make sure. I want no smoke.
Right. We don't want no smoke because you know what I'm saying. We want to make sure everybody got their turn, Willis. So the only thing I'm gonna say is thank you guys so much for coming on our show. Remember to like, share, like this podcast, tell everybody about it. We'll be back next weekend.
Yes.
We definitely ain't streaming Payback. Y'all can watch that on y'all time, but we will be talking about Payback.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, but not streaming it.
Yeah. We ain't streaming that. Y'all can watch that on the cock. You know what I'm saying?
This is the
remember to protect yourself because you don't want to get screwed.
That's that's the Discord link for those that want to join the Discord.
But yeah,
y'all gotta come to it's lit.
But yeah, other than that, everybody have a wonderful night, have a wonderful work week, and we'll see you guys. See you guys next time.
All right, cool. Appreciate it. Great show, guys. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Yes,